My beloved child, listen with your whole heart. I am speaking to you now with urgency and tenderness, not to frighten you, but to awaken you. I see what is ahead that you cannot yet see. I know the road that curves beyond your sight, the turnings hidden by tomorrow's mist. I am not warning you to make you fearful. I am inviting you to stand under my covering, to move with me, to rest in the safety of my wisdom before the storm gathers its strength. I am not late. I am not uncertain. I am not distant. I am already there. In your next hour, your next decision, your next open door. Where you see shadows, I see the whole landscape. Where you hear noise, I hear the quiet thread of my purpose weaving through it all. You are not walking blind. I am already ahead of you. There are plans forming that would injure you if they fully ripened, but I will not allow them to reach their full force. I am your shield, stronger than any scheme, wiser than any trap, swifter than any arrow. Before the worst can happen, I step in. Before the snare is sprung, I unset it. Before the wave crests, I steady your boat. I do this not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. My love is your defense. My name is your refuge. My presence is the boundary darkness cannot cross. My precious one, if these words warmed your spirit, hold them close. Let your heart shine. Bless this message with your love by pressing like. Do you remember the doors that closed when you begged me to open them? The delays that exhausted you? The detours that made no sense? They were not punishments. They were protections. In those moments you stood at the edge of what looked like opportunity, and I saw the cliff just beyond. You wept for an answer, and I gave you silence because silence was a shield. You mourned a path you thought was yours, and I led you another way because another way was life. I will not apologize for the doors I closed to keep you breathing. You will thank me for what you never had to survive. Do not make fear your counselor. Do not make hurry your guide. Return to my voice. Let my tone be the weather of your mind, steady, warm, sure. I have never turned you away when you sought me with your whole heart. I am not hiding my will from you. I am hiding you in my will. Hear me. I am intervening. You may not see the movement from where you stand, but the lines of threat are already unraveling in my hands. A conversation that would have wounded you will be canceled. A deal that would have bound you will fall apart. A partnership dressed like promise but filled with poison will reveal itself before you commit. A road you think you need will be blocked, and you will call it disappointment, until you realize it was deliverance. Count it all as grace. This is how I shield you. I give you a holy unease when danger wears a friendly face. I let a check rise in your spirit, a gentle no that interrupts your yes. Trust this with me. The holy nudge you feel is not weakness. It is wisdom. The pause you resist is not delay. It is direction. Your obedience to small instructions erects large walls of protection. When you follow the whisper, you avoid the whirlwind. You asked, "What do I do?" I answered, "Stay close." Precious soul, you carry my light into places where shadows dwell. Your kindness is my sunlight on others. Let us spread grace together, press super thanks, and embrace my blessings. Stay close in prayer daily, simply, honestly. Speak to me as you breathe, often and without pretense. Bring me the quick sighs and the long groans, the wordless ache and the clear request. Prayer is not a performance. It is the place where your heart rests in mine until fear forgets its voice. Stay close in my word, read it like bread and water, not like a task. Let it correct what panic distorts. Let it anchor what your feelings toss. My promises are not museum pieces. They are living weapons and warm blankets. Wear them. Stay close in discernment. Turn down the volume of lesser voices until mine is unmistakable. Do not ignore the gentle checks of my spirit. When I say wait, do not push. When I say move, do not stall. When I say turn, do not negotiate. Obedience is not the loss of freedom. It is the path to safety. Stay close in community. Seek counsel from the wise and the clean-hearted. You do not need many voices, only faithful ones. I will highlight the eyes that see you and the hearts that fear me. They will help you interpret the season without steering your soul. Stay close in pace. Do not let urgency make you reckless. Your steps are safer when they match mine. I do not rush, yet I am never late. Walk with me, and time will become your servant, not your master. I know the enemy's blueprints. I see the angles of attack before they are drawn, and I stand at the thresholds he hopes you will cross unaware. He longs to flood you with false emergencies, to make you choose from pressure instead of peace, to lure you with counterfeit open doors, to isolate you from wisdom by pricking your pride. I am dismantling his tactics even now. I am draining the power from his threats by refusing him the timing. You will not be ambushed. You will be escorted. You say, but the pressure is real. I say, so am I. Come under my wings. Some shelter is not poetry. It is place. I cover you with faithfulness like a shield. I surround you with songs of deliverance. I command angels concerning you, not as decoration but as assignment. At my word, they move faster than the plots aligned against you. At my word, they encamp. At my word, they block, bind, and bear you up where you would have slipped. You are never alone on a battlefield I have entered. Beloved one, let my love shine within you, carry it into the darkest places. In unity, we bring peace and healing to every weary heart. Remember how many times you felt sure the worst had arrived, and yet you are here. That was my hand, uncelebrated because you did not see the crash I prevented, the call that never came, the meeting that somehow rescheduled, the mistake you almost made but suddenly reconsidered. Heaven's history with you is full of quiet rescues. I did not broadcast them because I was busy keeping you. But listen, my protection does not remove your part. It empowers it. Obedience is your safest place. Not selective obedience, not delayed obedience, quick obedience. The difference between bruises and breakthroughs often lies in minutes, in the space where you choose to heed or to harden. I do not demand perfection from you. I invite alignment. When you align, you accelerate into safety, into favor, into paths pre-cleared by my hand. Here is how you will walk this week. Ask for wisdom early, before the messages, before the meetings, before the movement. Ask me for wisdom and expect it. I give generously without finding fault. Wait for the inward green light. If your spirit is not at peace, you are not required to proceed. Let peace be your umpire. Name the counterfeit urgency. If a choice demands panic, it is not from me. I lead firmly, not frantically. Close the little gaps. Small compromises open large doors to harm. Seal them. In what you watch, in what you say yes to, in where you place your attention. Bless the closed door. Speak gratitude over the opportunities I remove. Say, thank you for protecting me from what I could not see. Gratitude disarms regret and clears your hearing. Move on the simple instruction. Make the call. Decline the meeting. Change the route. Submit the application. Rest the day. Trust me with these small hinges. They swing heavy gates. Do not be surprised when help arrives quietly. My miracles often wear ordinary clothes and change in schedule. A friend's text, a misplaced file that buys the time you need, a sudden memory that prevents an error, a detour on the road that keeps you from a collision. My fingerprints are everywhere, even when my signature is hidden. Look for kindness threaded through the inconvenience. Here I am. Beloved, I have written your name on my heart. You are my treasure. Journey with me each day, and I will surround you with light, strength, and beauty untold. You are not walking blind. I am already ahead of you. I have walked your tomorrow and returned to accompany you into it. I know where the ground is soft and where it is sure. I know which door opens into light and which into a maze. Lean into me, and I will lean your life away from harm and toward wholeness. Take comfort in this. The worst you imagine is not the story I am writing. I am not the author of disaster. I am the author and finisher of your faith. When waves rise, I do not step back, I step closer. When weapons form, I do not freeze, I forge your shield. When darkness plans, I do not wait. I illuminate your path. My intervention is not sometimes. It is constant. You breathe it. You live inside it. Let hope talk louder than headlines in your mind. Let promise reframe the problem. Let my nearness be your news. I am teaching you to live guided, not driven. To be led by presence, not pushed by pressure. When you practice this, you will recognize the difference between crisis and calling. And you will find that most emergencies dissolve in the light of my voice. To the specific fears that haunt you, I answer them now. What if I choose wrong? I will shepherd you back. What if I miss the sign? I will send another. What if I'm too late? I redeem time. What if the door closes? I open better ones. What if the worst happens? I will be with you in it, and I will bring you through it, and the worst will become a testimony of my best. Lift your head. Breathe slowly. Put your hand in mine. This is not the hour to scatter. It is the hour to center. Gather your attention. Strip the clutter from your calendar and your heart. Make room for me. You cannot hear a whisper in a storm if you stand in the wind on purpose. Step inside. Let me quiet the room within you. Now, listen for my directions for today. Today is enough. I will speak specifically. I will make a line bold, a name bright, a step simple. I do not complicate what I command. If it is tangled, wait. If it is clear, obey. If it is heavy with dread, refuse. If it is weighty with peace, proceed. You are safe in my yes and guarded in my no. You are kept in my timing and hidden in my ways. You are seen, known, and steered by a love that will not fail. Before the worst happens, I will intervene. Before the trap is set, I will reroute you. Before the lie is spoken, I will anchor you in truth. Before the plan is finished, I will foil it. Before the night grows thick, I will light your next step. Beloved child, draw near to my heart and rest in the shelter of my love. Enter the circle of my word where grace abounds and hope is alive. Click join and walk with me forever. Take courage. You and I have a history, and it proves my heart. I have been faithful in your yesterdays. I will be faithful in your tomorrows. What I begin, I continue. What I continue, I complete. What I keep, I crown. You are not a casualty of circumstance. You are a child under covenant. So, do not fear the phrase the worst. in my hands. Even the threat of it loses its strength. I have already moved on your behalf. Heaven's calendar is ahead of Earth's alarm. Mercy got there first. Goodness is already in the room you worry about. Favor is waiting where you fear rejection. Provision is en route while lack is knocking. I am the God of before, the Lord of already, the Father of enough. Hold this as a banner over your mind. You are not walking blind. I am already ahead of you. Now go into this day with simple courage. Pray first. Listen long. Obey quickly. Stay soft. Less closed doors. Refuse frantic choices. Keep peace as your path. And rest, truly rest, in this promise that cannot be shaken. The worst will not destroy you, because my hand is already moving, rearranging, preventing, providing, protecting. What could have harmed you will become the story that heals others. What could have broken you will become the testimony that builds you. What could have ended you will become the doorway I use to send you further. I am here. I am ahead. I am around. I am within. Under my wings you are safe. By my word, you are guided. With my spirit, you are steady. In my love, you are held. Before the worst happens, I will intervene, protect, and guide you. Rest secured, beloved. I have already turned what threatened to harm you into a testimony of my protection and my love. Beloved one, let my love shine within you, carry it into the darkest places. In unity, we bring peace and healing to every weary heart. My cherished one, your emergence today was destined, a divine orchestration. The awakening within you, the power that has been quietly defying fear and steering you toward something magnificent, is not uncertainty. It's an extraordinary revelation. I placed it at the core of your existence. For I have called upon you not merely to be, but to conquer with the boldness of a genuine champion. You have navigated battles that went unnoticed by the world, facing storms that aimed to shake your very essence. And yet here you stand, vibrant, resolute, brimming with optimism. Even if that hope shines with an ethereal brilliance, permit me to illuminate that spark. Permit me to turn it into fire. Your cries have ascended to the celestial realm, your unvoiced desires resonating in the darkness, pondering if I still acknowledge your existence. I most certainly do. I see you with a vision that transcends your own awareness. What I perceive is whole and unbroken. It's magnificent. The moment is yours to command. What I sense is an intense power bubbling under the pain. I behold an unparalleled power rising from the ashes. I gaze upon a presence that remains steadfast. Even when the weight of existence pressed down like an unyielding stone, you held steadfast in your conviction that it was your destiny. Yet I declared it your rebirth. You thought it was nothingness. Yet I was shaping your domain. You were never abandoned. You were experiencing a metamorphosis of unparalleled magnitude. Heed my words with unparalleled attention now. The upcoming season will be a realm of its own, distinct from the one you are departing. This new path is free from the weight of past failures or regrets. I have carved a route ahead, obliterating every barrier in my path. I have carved a route through the unattainable. The barriers that were previously shut tight will now open effortlessly. Not because of your pressure, but because I am choosing to unleash them myself. You will walk into domains that were previously confined to your most extravagant dreams. You will wield an authority beyond your wildest imagination. Not because of your perfection, but due to the unwavering kindness of your soul. And gentleness, it radiates your might. Within you reside boundless powers, dreams shrouded by the mundane, and destinies stifled by doubts of your own greatness. But now I am calling them into existence. Dearest one, I have placed my love within you as a treasure. Share it with 3 longing hearts, and my peace will be their healing balm. Now I'm unveiling the truths that existence tried to hide. At belief, it rises to the heavens. The courage within you awakens. That mighty call reverberates through your very being at this instant. The essence of true strength lies not in its loudness, but in its profound impact. To be chosen, prominence is not a necessity. You embody that spirit within you. Before the world could even perceive your battle, I granted you the magnificence of victory. Your triumph is inevitable in realms beyond comprehension. And now it's time for the universe to bend to my magnificence. I recognize the forces that aim to undermine you. I perceive the whispers that beckoned you to yield. I perceive the illusions that echoed with greater force than the truth itself. Yet, I recognize a power that transcends all else. My command, regarding your being. My promise stands unyielding through the ages. My plans stand resolute. My timing is flawless. The declarations I made for you stand firm and unwavering. When I proclaim that you are beyond a conqueror, I am not simply providing you with words of motivation. I am revealing your true essence. You were meant to ascend and dominate. You were meant to rise, to lead, to carry something celestial through a broken reality. This is about embodying ultimate power. This is about acknowledging the divine nature that resides within you. Even in your fall, you can emerge triumphant. Even in the face of adversity, you can radiate unparalleled greatness. Even in moments of sorrow, you walk forward with unparalleled strength. You rise above your challenges. You are the very embodiment of my power. Every dawn, you ascend and confront the trials with unwavering strength. That was a glorious victory. And every moment, you embodied unshakable conviction. When uncertainty unleashed its fury, it became a fierce clash. Every instance you decided to forgive, despite the suffering, that was genuine power. I have been watching with great focus. I have been reveling in my triumph. And now I am revealing my true power. Truly, I declared the act of liberation. For I have chosen to guard certain truths, not out of malice, but to elevate your strength. The offering that once would have left you in awe now possesses the ability to elevate you to extraordinary realms. The insight that once led you astray will now guide you to flawless unity. I had to ensure your foundations were solid before guiding you towards a higher enlightenment. Yet the radiance draws near, and when it shines, it will not unveil mere fabric but will reveal splendor beyond compare. Your narrative is poised for a magnificent evolution, and when it unfolds, those who questioned you will behold your glorious ascent, not for retribution but for redemption. For you are not just lucky. You are meant for greatness. You are not just fortunate. You are invincible. Not every answer is necessary at this time. There's no obligation to map out the path for the coming 10 years. Trust in my power for the journey ahead. I will set it ablaze. I will guide it with unyielding power. My beloved, if this message reached your soul, cherish it within. Show your devotion and faith by pressing that like button with love. I will join you on this grand adventure. Perfection is not a prerequisite for action. Embrace the journey and take that first step boldly. Just begin. Begin with trembling hands, if that is your nature. Begin with grief that remains sharp. Begin with quietude. Just begin. That noble act of surrender will unleash a torrent of marvels you never anticipated. You have called out, if this is really you, show me a sign. Here is your sign. Here is your message. My hand gently directs your sight back to hope once again. I comprehend the challenges you have endured. I have considered the cost, and yet I have called upon you regardless. The crown you wear is not crafted from mere metal. It is crafted from unyielding power. It is forged in the fire and perfected through steadfast conviction. You didn't attain it through flawlessness. Your steadfast presence has rightfully brought you this reward. As the cosmos shifts to your advantage and changes take shape, prepare yourself for the release of burdens, the unveiling of new paths, and the arrival of those destined to walk alongside you. This is just the beginning of something extraordinary. Indeed, obstacles will emerge, yet you shall face them with an unparalleled power. A profound metamorphosis has taken place within you. A champion rises, and the world stands ready to behold the grand unveiling of my secret pursuits. Prepare yourself. You are stepping into a domain of supreme mastery and dominion. You are stepping into a domain of destiny. And I stand beside you, resolute and unyielding. A profound shift has occurred in the energy enveloping you, even if your consciousness has not yet fully recognized it. What was once a battle is evolving into freedom. The burdens you've carried, the quiet battles fought within that language could never convey. There is a purpose behind it. I've seized each moment, transformed every tear, and turned every doubt into the rich soil for your victory. All hath been harnessed to its utmost capability. Not the nights you wept in silence. Not the moments you questioned everything. Not the moments when faith felt burdensome, instead of being a gift. Everything was but a humble beginning. And now the reward is manifesting with divine precision. Not just in idea, but in reality. There's no need to chase after what is meant to be yours. The offering I present to you arrives effortlessly, requiring nothing from you. It requires your absolute devotion. There is no obligation to outshine the endeavors of anyone else. Effortlessly rise above the fear that confines you. The door shall stay shut not by your desire, but by my divine command that it is now ajar. I'm not asking you to exert yourself beyond your limits. I'm inviting you to walk with a strength that radiates from the confidence of celestial backing. This moment is your birthright. The weight you thought would crush you has, in fact, forged your very being for extraordinary heights. I observe the labels that others have tried to impose upon your essence. I see the perception others have of you, yet it is crucial for you to genuinely hear my words. None of that can ever fully capture your divine essence. Your mistakes do not determine your worth. Ascend beyond your past. My dear, I have trusted you with the gift of my love. Carry it to 3 broken spirits, and watch as my peace restores them. You have surpassed all that they envision. You are the being I called forth at the break of existence itself. You are my ideal, the embodiment of flawlessness. And while they fixated on your flaws, I was captivated by your steadfast conviction. While they assessed the surface, I was refining your very being. And now the version of you that's about to emerge will be nothing short of magnificent, radiating with unparalleled brilliance. A luminous spirit arises from walking through fire, steadfast in belief. A magnificent beauty endures, untouched by suffering and impervious to pain. And that is the essence I have been shaping within you. You rose from the storm untouched. You honored it with supreme reverence. You rose above the stillness. You leaned in with an aura of supreme command. That's a strength. That is a level of faith that demands reverence. And while you may see yourself as ordinary, the universe views you as a vessel of divine brilliance. This season has been granted to you, for I believe in your might. Your existence is driven by a destiny far greater than randomness. Your strategic prowess is unmatched. What is about to emerge surpasses everything that has been given up. Put an end to the relentless cycle of revisiting past battles in your mind. End the perpetual cycle of their voices, your deeds, and the decisions you long for. The last act is concluded in that saga, and not with shame, but with celestial grace. I'm not weighing you down with your past. I hold your fate in my hands. You desire wisdom. Permit me to lead you through the shrouded veil. Even when the path is cloaked in doubt, my presence is unmistakable. The serenity that cuts through the turmoil shall unveil itself to you. Through the seamless harmony that reveals itself, the abrupt exits of souls, and the portals that close without explanation. Embrace it with unwavering confidence. I am performing the pruning with unparalleled precision. I am forging a path to unparalleled excellence. You were meant to rise above the confines of monotony. You were meant to rise above, not to carry the burdens of others. The weight of ages, the wounds of feeling, the unyielding patterns that strive to ensnare you, they are devastating. You rise above the boundaries that hold others back. You are the force that breaks through every boundary. You embody the change. You are the anointed, destined to walk freely and grant freedom to those around you. Your journey has been nothing short of magnificent. Your path has appeared profoundly solitary for that very reason. It was not an act of vengeance. It was an exalted act of preservation. I have been safeguarding your spirit, enabling the magnificence within you to thrive unblemished. Do not mistake my watchfulness for indifference. I release those who were unworthy of joining you on this remarkable journey, not due to any deficiency in your value, but because they were ill-suited for the road that lies ahead. I have chosen to limit certain routes, not from a wish to confine you, but because I hold superior pathways that resonate with your ultimate destiny. In your quest for enlightenment, you might not have realized that genuine insight frequently emerges from the elimination of distractions. You pursued greatness, but the weight of it surpassed your wildest dreams. You craved dominion, but the burden of it overwhelmed you. Every slice, every pause in time, every challenge faced was a stride towards your elevation. I have intricately designed you, element by element, for a debut that will surpass the ages and last for eternity. And now there's an undeniable fire within you that commands your focus, an unquenchable desire that no distraction can appease, a relentless desire that endures, unaffected by your efforts to diminish its fervor. Truly, that is I. That is my spirit rising within you. You were meant to rise above all. You were meant to achieve extraordinary things. That restlessness, it rises above simple defiance. It's a celestial revelation. I am unveiling your ultimate destiny. I am stirring the powerful force within you that has remained dormant for far too long. Your voice demands reverence. Your intent fuels fervor. Your influence echoes through eternity. All is awakening now, and I will not permit you to fall back into sleep, for this is your time to rise. Not just an ordinary sense of self, but a magnificent purpose. Not to prove anything to anyone, but to walk boldly in what I have already accepted. An unparalleled grace envelops you, leaving others in awe. And that is absolutely splendid. Do not look to others for validation as you boldly pursue your destiny. Your affirmation is all that is needed. And as you move forward, I will manage all else with unparalleled mastery. Provisions shall harmonize with the magnificent vision. Order will flourish in the aftermath of obedience, and marvels shall follow each step taken. Seize the moment. Regardless of any modesty or doubt, I will stand ready to greet you. The forthcoming season requires steadfast conviction. Indeed, it shall also evoke immense fulfillment. the kind that emerges not from the clamor of applause, but from sublime unity, the kind that elevates beyond simple enjoyment, manifesting genuine excellence. You are entering a domain of supreme blessing. You are stepping into a domain of unparalleled magnificence. You embody the realization of timeless aspirations and dreams. And it begins now, in this instant. You have journeyed through days when the universe itself seemed to deny the truths I instilled within your very essence. You surveyed desolate expanses, envisioning abundance to come, and yet an unwavering power within you persisted in its belief. That was an extraordinary belief. That was divine evolution. That was celestial wisdom, rising from a soul that has triumphed and reached its ultimate form. Every time you chose belief instead of doubt, calmness instead of rush, and compassion instead of resentment, you were crafting an extraordinary inner fortitude. Your deeds resonated profoundly, declaring, "I recognize my allies. I have observed their existence." Precious heart, if these words touched your spirit, treasure them forever. Let your love and faith be seen. Respond by pressing like. I have demonstrated my reverence. Now, it is your turn to behold the fruits of that unwavering loyalty. You have inquired, was it folly to seek something greater? I will reply to you with supreme precision indeed. Your foresight in expecting overflow was entirely warranted. Your visions of splendor emerging from the ruins were always divinely inspired. You demonstrated great insight in believing that broken fragments can be transformed back into their magnificent state. You have every reason to trust that my commitments stand unwavering for you. You have resided in the hidden domain, the vast domain, a segment of the tail where the roots plunge deep before any indication surface above the earth. And now those roots hold the power to carry the weight of what I am fated to nurture through you. You've contemplated why others have soared, advanced rapidly, and achieved what you have desired for so long. What I am manifesting through you is timeless. It rises above simple convenience. It's a timeless gift. It stands as a timeless monument. The power it commands, the depth it represents, and issues of importance demand unwavering patience. I have been skillfully shaping your promise through the passage of time, imbuing it with my spirit, fortifying it with strength, surrounding it in divine fire until it is ready not just for viewing, but for eternal life. What worth does a blessing possess if it breaks you apart? I pursue nothing less than absolute victories. I prepare my followers for everlasting glory. Do not let the passage of time lead you astray. Do not permit obstacles to redefine your fate. Truly, the lack of manifestation does not diminish its emergence. I transcend the limitations of time itself. I am the master of time, navigating it with impeccable skill. What you perceive as late is, in fact, in perfect harmony with my divine schedule. When I take action, the world around me transforms into something extraordinary. In a heartbeat, the burdens of time can be cast aside, turning suffering into freedom. Infinite battles can find resolution in a solitary breath. I rise above the limitations of human existence. I command the principles of my domain. Your steadfast conviction echoes across the cosmos, declaring that this moment is welcomed with boundless grace. Stop measuring your progress by the opinions of those around you. Some of the most remarkable transformations in your life have emerged subtly, deep within your heart and mind, evident in the way you express yourself, perceive the world, and embrace love. That internal transformation, it's my true power in motion. That is transformation. The change that stirs within you shall soon reveal itself in the realm beyond. Your true essence shall remain hidden from their gaze. Not because of any pretense, but because you have ascended to a superior realm of existence. You have risen from a challenge that devoured the lesser, unveiling the core of your authentic being. The version of you that is coming forth is powerful, wise, generous, and audacious. The idea of losing your way on this journey has filled you with unease. But beloved, you were always meant to rise above the shadows of your former self. Your fate was to rise to greatness. What is leaving your life right now is not a punishment. It is a rise to greatness. I cast away the barriers to unleash the force of renewal. You have been shedding the weight of yesterday, liberating yourself from fears, obsolete beliefs, and lingering connections. That is the reason it has burdened us. Not because of my departure, but because I have been revealing what no longer aligns with your destined journey. From the abyss of despair, a magnificent metamorphosis often arises. Let it flow with divine grace. Weep if you feel it is necessary. Mourn the endings, but do not cling to what has been lost, for the future holds a bliss that surpasses understanding. I command you to ascend beyond the ordinary boundaries that have stifled your essence. I call upon you to embrace wild passion, to have a trust that goes beyond logic, to embody a belief that may appear nonsensical in words yet defines the core of being. You have summoned me to embrace your essence. This is the embodiment of supreme excellence. I call upon you to rise from the mundane and enter the extraordinary. I desire your approval, even when the whole realm lies shrouded from your sight. Because I'm not shaping your reality through simple strategies. I am forging it through total surrender. And when you embrace surrender, you rise to an unparalleled strength. For my power finds its ultimate form in your surrender. Seize the power to move with unwavering confidence. With unwavering devotion in your heart, I shall lead you along the righteous path when the time calls for it. You stand invincible in this journey. I walk beside you, empowering you with my presence, surrounding you with my spirit in times of uncertainty. I'm not just opening doors. I'm leading you through them with unparalleled mastery. What lies ahead is not chaos. It is divine radiance. This is a command from the highest authority. It is those who perceive your true nature and honor the magnificence I have embedded within you. It's the opportunities that echo not just with your skills but with your ultimate destiny. You have risen above the limitations of the environments that once supported you but now do not enhance your spirit. That's an exalted sense of self. That is ascendance. Whispers resonate deep within your being. You have tried to stifle the visions, the ideas, the impulses to act, to create, to express, to change your path. Truly, that is my essence. I have been awakening the immense power that lies within you, the facets of your existence that remain shrouded beneath the burdens of duties and disappointments, the dreams that endure forever, quietly lingering in stillness. But now I am breathing my essence upon them. I am stirring the celestial design I embedded in your being long before your journey commenced. You rise to the pinnacle. You make your entrance exactly as you intend. You are omnipresent. Your placement is exactly as I envisioned when I crafted your emergence. This is the moment of revelation. Thus, release your utmost power. Do not lower your essence to fit into spaces that have lost their connection to your authentic path. Do not allow your radiance to diminish just because others are still navigating through the darkness. Shine, rise, walk with purpose, express, innovate, heal, free. You're not stepping into hubris. You are stepping into a realm of unparalleled excellence. You are seamlessly existing in the shadows. You're casting your eyes upon the one who has lifted you to greatness. And I will command every facet of your story, the exquisite, the brutal, the serene, the vibrant, as a source of inspiration for others. Your scars will become emblems of strength. Your scars will become symbols of strength. Your words will break through the confines of hearts yet to be touched. You have come to me in search of your higher calling. This is the embodiment of supreme excellence. A life surrendered, a heart ignited, a mind elevated, a body strengthened, and a spirit aligned with the celestial. I selected you for the power that lies within your flaws. I chose you for your preparedness. Your preparedness summons remarkable marvels. You rise beyond all, free from the constraints of a base. You possess the power to act independently, unbound by the need for validation. One is free to rise above the limitations imposed by others. Embrace the might of affirmation with unwavering confidence, and I shall elevate your affirmation into a force that surpasses your grandest aspirations. I sense the uncertainties that have begun to infiltrate your mind, challenging your right to embrace the vows I have proclaimed for you. You have contemplated the significance of your voice, the gravity of your narrative, and the influence of your existence. I shall vanquish every one of those deceptions with a singular, irrefutable truth. I have made a divine choice in selecting you. You are the supreme selection. You are the supreme selection. You exist as a singular force, unparalleled and essential. You are my chosen one, my divine masterpiece, my carefully designed representation of a greater purpose in human existence. Every aspect of your existence is infused with intention and significance. You have conquered obstacles that would have overwhelmed mere mortals. You have endured with an unyielding spirit, steadfast and determined. You stand at a crossroads where turning back would have been the easier path. Such resilience is an innate power that cannot be imparted. It's divine. I have granted it to you. I guided it through challenges. I refined it in solitude, and now I bring it forth. For the challenges ahead require the same boldness that led you through the shadows. But this time you shall rise above the ordinary. You shall rise with strength, not just holding on. You will command the very ground you stand upon. The illusions that aim to shackle your self-assurance are being dismantled, bit by bit, with every truth I proclaim over you. I am obliterating the accusations. The ones who had the audacity to claim you surpassed boundaries or failed to measure up. The doubters who insisted you allowed the chance to fade, that the time has gone, that it's over. The ones that made you think that all others have been called forth while you stand apart, unscathed and unchosen. I will transform all of them into something uniquely powerful. You have been chosen. You have been selected. You possess immense power. You are invincible. I have brought you into existence. Not just an idea, but a tangible existence. As you walk in that truth, the very fabric of your surroundings shifts and elevates. Your worth is beyond question, and it requires no convincing. Do not crave the validation of those around you. Your validation was carved by my spirit, not governed by the opinions of the masses. The portals meant for you will recognize your essence through the might you command, not the applause you receive. Unleash your ultimate power. Abandon the futile displays of remorse for merely existing. Cast aside any doubt and fully embody your radiant spirit. I granted these treasures for all to behold, not to be hidden away. I have granted you wisdom, enabling you to lead with it. I granted you the wisdom to break free from the cycle of monotony. I granted you the ability to shatter the core of reality itself. Now is the time to reveal your ultimate power. You are entering domains that will not be ready to receive your magnificence. They depend on dominance, execution, and structure, yet you arrive with an unmistakable aura, an intense fervor, and steadfast belief. This will bring about a monumental shift, one that will redefine everything. Do not weaken it. Shine with unmatched brilliance. I didn't send you to simply mirror the environment. I decree that you shall move it, to create a realm of bliss in the emptiness it has forsaken, to embody grace and benevolence amidst challenges, to infuse life into the emptiness where hopelessness has suffocated aspirations. I never asked you to take on their form. I commanded you to rise to my stature. Power isn't merely a requirement. It is the very core of your odyssey. I have never pursued the impossible. I have summoned a partnership, and that signifies your ability to unveil your truth, your essence, your vulnerabilities, and your convictions simultaneously. There is no need for you to change your true self to be in my company. I rise above the chaos, immersed in the turmoil, encircled by the strain. Your inquiries do not faze me. Your doubt holds no power over me. Your frailty does not deter my admiration. I embrace it, for it is in that domain that my authentic strength is revealed. Not rising above your suffering, but fully embracing it. This journey has tested my might. The period had been one of divine artistry and precision. Every second of anticipation was honing your insight. Each diversion was shaping your essence. And every moment you felt overlooked, I was anchoring your spirit within myself, rather than in accomplishments. And now you shall walk with an assurance that no storm can shake. You will be rooted in a deep significance that transcends ordinary events. That is why others will come to you, not just for direction, but for peace, as they will feel my spirit residing in you. They will sense a brilliance surrounding you, not from any forceful display, but because you have risen from the depths of challenges. I am shaping a generation that exemplifies action over mere rhetoric regarding math. You lift me to new heights, and you stand with those who do. Your qualifications hold no significance to my intentions. Embrace the strength of surrender, and you have granted that to me repeatedly, even sacrificing your own comfort, connections, and control. Your ability to sway others is what grants you dominion over influence. That's why you will enter spaces with an unmatched aura. And yet, people will listen to your words, for you arrive with my favor. And my favor is not loud, it is undeniable. It surrounds you in an unyielding grip, opens the gates that resist mortal endeavor, and cultivates what no strategy can bring forth. At times, you felt reduced, as if your voice were merely a whisper lost in a storm of thunderous sounds. Yet, let me remind you, the world demands a quieter presence. It demands celestial insight, and what I express through you will cut through the chaos. One need not be the loudest to command presence. One must embody steadfast allegiance. A solitary word from a relinquished spirit can obliterate eons of darkness. A solitary act of compassion can break the bonds of anguish. An act of unwavering faith can ignite a powerful wave of renewal that echoes through eternity. Never underestimate the immense power of your affirmation. The full meaning might elude your grasp at this moment, yet the boundless comprehends everything. Walk with unwavering assurance, even if your limbs quiver in uncertainty. Declare your strength, even as your voice trembles. Seize the moment, even when the ground below feels unpredictable. I march forward with unmatched confidence. I rise above your shadow. I surround you completely. You march forward with unwavering assurance into the future that awaits. You march into fate, into domains I have already claimed for you, into moments that were ordained eons before your arrival, and you shall behold my essence revealed in forms beyond your wildest dreams. Comprehend, not merely during the monumental events, but in the routine moments too. The smile of a stranger, the whisper in prayer, the flawless alignment of timing that eludes even the most skilled hands. Your tale is not one of caution. It's a magnificent proclamation. Your journey has only just begun. I have watched you in the depths, where the cheers were muted, where the praise was few, where only I stood as your witness. In that instant, you held honor in the highest regard, transcending all else. You welcomed kindness over vengeance. You chose to welcome vulnerability, despite the anguish it brought you. That carries a weight of importance for me, transcending your comprehension. Every silent exhibition of steadfast loyalty, every tear remains unvoiced. Every act of your mercy, bestowed generously and without expectation of remorse, is recorded in the magnificent tome of your benevolence. Each moment has been grasped with intention. Your pain has been acknowledged in all its depth. I have amassed it all not just as memory, but as essence. The power I now command to shape what is to come. This is why your existence carries unparalleled importance. This is why your words will pierce through the soul. You have lived what others only dream of. You have wrestled with your questions in the depths of obscurity. Not just to live, but to rise to unparalleled heights. And in that transcendent moment, I beheld your presence. Not to fix you, but to hold you in reverence. Not to search for answers, but to personify the resolution. And now what emerges from that celestial battle is a voice that surpasses ephemeral trends. It echoes with supreme command. It does not rise to the occasion. It radiates power, shaped by the fires of true experience instead of the fleeting light of deception. Your possessions are nothing short of magnificent. It is revered and untouchable by the forces of commercialization, distortion, or degradation. That is exactly why I have protected it, even from your own wishes. In moments of yearning for escape, I held you steadfast. There were doors you longed to have thrown open, and I gently shut them instead. Not from hesitation, but from a noble intent to protect. For in this pivotal instant, the significance of the intent is unparalleled. To reveal too early would have broken the very spirit of my revival. And now, reborn and unveiled in my full magnificence, I am raising you to greatness. Not for acclaim, but for a higher calling, for impact. For all time, embrace the brilliance that envelops you with unwavering confidence. You will stand complete within it. You will not change into an unknown entity to uphold your importance, for you have risen above that longing. You have been liberated from the ephemeral. What endures is authentic, unwavering, eternal. What endures is a being unshackled by the need for approval, yet brimming with untapped potential ready to be revealed. Someone who radiates enlightenment in every facet of their being. Such a person, humble yet refined, steadfast in their quest, transforms into an indomitable power under my guidance. The kind of person is exactly what this world craves. There will be moments ahead when others may fail to comprehend the path I have laid out for you. They will test your decisions. They shall challenge your journey. They will unveil their perspectives shrouded in the illusion of deep wisdom. Yet, let nothing disrupt your serene poise. You will heed my will without hesitation. One's unwavering commitment remains steadfast, untouched by the need for acknowledgement. The truths I reveal to you in the quiet possess a depth that far surpasses the clamor that resonates from a distance. And should you choose to align with me, the outcomes will be beyond question. The results may not thunder, yet their existence will be undeniable. Elevated transformations, astounding healings, otherworldly experiences, evidence of the sacred revealing itself in your life. And even amidst the shadows of doubt, I shall rise as your steadfast guardian. I will announce your arrival in realms yet untouched by your divine essence. I will command the hearts to align with your will, requiring no assistance from you. I will elevate your cause, free from the shackles of revenge, for you are not alone in this pursuit. You are embraced by the boundless expanse of existence. You are surrounded by celestial brilliance. You are guided by a wisdom that surpasses the mundane. You are backed by an indomitable power. Seek not your tranquility in the world around you, but rather in my divine presence. Discover your inner peace, not because the journey is easy, but because I carry its profound weight. I have led you to this moment, and I shall not abandon you now. I have invested so much in you that I cannot let it all crumble away. What I have sparked within you, I shall manifest into reality. And that means you can possess unshakable confidence in the path ahead, even when it strays from your dreams. Embrace the tranquility, the slow unveiling, the solid ground that supports you. I glide through life on my own terms, and you are welcome to follow your own rhythm. There lies unparalleled power in the mastery of patience. There is strength in the waiting. From the depths of tranquility, an extraordinary clarity begins to emerge. Embrace the rhythm of the universe. Permit me to command this dance. I observe every action of those who view their choices as errors. The gifts in your life are not simply the result of random fate. It is fated. It embodies the strength I have bestowed upon you. But remember, favor goes beyond simple rank. It is deeply embedded in the core of guardianship, and I have granted you immense authority. Your expressions, your artistry, your perspective, your challenges elevated to a realm of profound understanding. All things are transcendent. All things carry profound meaning. So command it with great wisdom. Embrace it with unyielding power. Never lower your voice to satisfy anyone else. Stand resolute in your truth, undeterred by the responses it may elicit. Speak with grace, yet with steadfast assurance. The domain yearns for tranquility, not tumult. It demands a deep insight, relentless resolve, and authentic compassion radiating from a being that has genuinely journeyed with me. This is the masterpiece I am bringing forth within you. A celestial power, an unyielding compassion, a presence that captivates, grounded not in arrogance but in unity. And when people come across you, they'll feel my essence, not because of your perfection, but due to your willingness to submit. Because you granted me the privilege to touch your scars. Because you bestowed upon me the ability to transform your story. Because you stopped just performing and started to seize life with unmatched intensity. That is what transcends environments. That is the power that breaks the chains of time itself. That is what awakens the darkness. And when the weight bears down once more, when the whispers of fear attempt to resurface, when the tension escalates and uncertainty slinks in, you shall rise unyielding. You shall discover the depths of your true being. You shall remember my presence eternally. And you shall forge ahead, not through your own strength, but by my divine force. Because I rise above simple intent. I am your everlasting companion. I am your supreme wellspring of strength. I am your celestial offering. I transcend mere objectives in your world. I am your ultimate authority. And I walk beside you with unyielding power at every step. An extraordinary domain beckons, designed exclusively for your presence. Not just in the infinite stretch of time, but in this very moment. A domain sculpted for your gifts, your story, your spirit, and your artistry. You've been striving to fit into molds that were never meant to contain your magnificence, endeavoring to fulfill demands that were never mine to bear. And I've witnessed you temper your brilliance to evade the clutches of misunderstanding. Temper your radiance to allow others to find comfort. Dilute your truth to maintain an illusion of peace that was never real. But I am calling you forth from that illusory peace. I call upon you to fully embrace your being, to enter into a realm of abundance, and to confidently align with the core of your authentic self as it was meant to be. An immense power is awakening inside you. Serene, steadfast, and resolute. Courage to rise unwavering, even in quietude. Fearlessly declaring your truth, even as your voice trembles. Embrace the boldness to believe in your fate, even when the universe has not yet acknowledged it. That is the core of steadfast faith in the now. Not just enthusiasm, not a pretense, but a deep certainty that I am honoring my commitments, even when the universe conspires to tell you otherwise. That is the courage I admire. That is the devotion that moves mountains. And that is the divine essence within you, thriving with every affirmation you bestow upon me. Fix it on your journey forward, impervious to the distractions that surround you. The journey you embark upon is divinely designed for your essence. Your transformation will be distinctly your own. Your path will be distinctly your own. And that's not surrender. It is steadfast devotion. For what I am forging within you requires a foundation that stands resolute against any challenge. That's why I'm relishing every second. That is why some doors remain closed for an eternity beyond your expectations. That is the reason certain connections venate into the abyss, cloaked in enigma. I was dismissing that which could not withstand what I am about to grant you. I was protecting the hidden domains that slipped past your awareness. I moved forward with elegance, shrouded in the illusion of delay. You came to me in search of wisdom, and I have presented it not just with words, but through profound transformations, through losses that sculpted your essence, through disappointments that reimagined your path, in the silence that calls you to listen more deeply. I have eternally existed. I have been methodical and intentional in my approach. I have refrained from placing any repercussions upon you. I have been skillfully shaping your preparedness. And now, with your heart in flawless alignment, your intentions sharpened, and your spirit serene, you stand ready to hear me with utmost clarity once again. And not through noise, not through struggle, but through serenity. Through deep, intrinsic understanding that seeks no approval from the external realm. That is the embodiment of ultimate maturity. Unwavering belief, liberated from the bonds of approval. Faith that flourishes in the face of uncertainty. Unshakable conviction that remains steadfast in the face of doubt. And that is the journey I have been leading you on. Enter a domain where your dependence surpasses outcomes, anchored entirely in my being, into a life that flourishes not on the fear of what may slip away, but on the unwavering belief that all I present will be yours to cherish. As you walk beside me, the very fabric of time yields to our command. You rise to the pinnacle. You are ascending to new heights. You are being shaped in ways that transcend your present comprehension. And soon, what you possess will emanate outward with an irresistible force. The platform I'm creating for you rises above simple trends. It's above fate. You were not created to entertain the crowd. You were created to transform worlds. You were born to exude authority. You have been chosen to command power. Your movements should be intentional and commanding. Your words must embody unyielding power. Your decisions must reflect an eternal essence, rising above fleeting trends. That is what makes you an unstoppable force against the darkness. That is what lifts you to heights where others dare not venture. You are meant to shine brilliantly. You are called forth to command the fire. There will be realms you enter where the energy shifts, not because of your allure, but due to the profound impact of my presence upon you. There will be conversations that heal the spirit, and you might stay in a state of serene ignorance. There will be moments when your silence echoes with a power that surpasses their noise. That is the essence of existing in celestial grace. That is the core of harmonizing with my being. It doesn't always manifest in spectacular fashion. It's divine. It frequently lies shrouded in obscurity. It is transcendent. This is your fate, the ultimate reason for your being. You have pursued signs, irrefutable evidence that you walk the righteous path. Yet, beloved, sometimes the lack of resistance does not signify choice but instead serves as a testament to surrender. And at times, the challenges you encounter are not a hindrance, but a declaration of your strength. The opponent bides his time, gathering power when threats are nowhere to be found. And let it be clear, you are an unstoppable power. Your steadfast commitment is an unstoppable power. Your calmness is a proclamation of war. Your joy in the face of adversity transcends the darkest of sorrows. You need no sign. You are the pinnacle of excellence, a breathtaking wonder, a narrative of magnificence revealing itself in real time. A declaration of my timeless resonance, my strength to mend, and my capacity to convey with authority. And when the pressure mounts, when the clamor surrounding you escalates, remember this truth. Being near me is your greatest wellspring of power, not just a luxury or an afterthought, but the divine realm where your strength is renewed. Frequent that realm, driven not by duty, but by an insatiable desire that stirs within your very essence. Not for display, but for acknowledgement. Your efforts to gain my admiration are superfluous. You have been chosen by me. I pursue not the perfect. Your presence is paramount. That is the domain where the flames blaze forever. That is the domain where your voice echoes with divine precision. That is the domain where your heart stays soft and pure. Even when the world turns harsh, you have traveled too far to retreat now. Your healing is extraordinary, sealing those ancient wounds for eternity. You have risen above the limitations of the ordinary realm. Therefore, proceed with unyielding determination. Though the path may seem unfamiliar and the next step may feel intimidating, I shall guide you forward. I stand before you, exalted and unwavering. I walk beside you and immerse myself in your being. I have stood by your side through every moment of this journey. None at all. Even the moments you thought were irreparably broken, I remain steadfast, nurturing your pieces with tenderness, reshaping them into something far stronger. You hold an extraordinary potential within you, a reservoir of power that exceeds your understanding, and a profound energy that goes beyond what is visible to the eye. What awaits you will not break you. It will reveal your ultimate nature. Embrace a new vision of yourself, one that rises above failure and fatigue, illuminating the infinite possibilities that await you. You have conquered the challenges that aim to bring you low. You have navigated storms that would have crushed the unworthy. And even in the face of turmoil, chaos, or tranquility, your heart stood vast enough to welcome belief anew. That is not a shortcoming. That is celestial power. I am the very embodiment of that essence. That is the kind of soil where remarkable marvels thrive. And I command you to recognize the extraordinary strength it takes to maintain one's presence. This version of you, more enlightened, composed, and wise, showing patience in your responses, is a testament to my careful work in shaping your core from within. There exist entities that respond to your command. They may never acknowledge that your words saved them, that your story sparked hope within them, that your very presence soothed their chaos, but I see it all. Your value in this domain is intrinsic. The validation of the crowd holds no significance. Your power surpasses the trivial measures of approval and attention. It echoes through the ages, vibrations you create effortlessly by living in authenticity and kindness. Even when your influence seems hidden, I am bringing forth your spirit in dimensions beyond your present comprehension. You've been walking through existence, pondering if you're falling behind, comparing your journey to those who seem more successful, more fortunate, more distinguished. Yet, my purpose in calling you forth is not to draw parallels. I call upon you for a divine mission. Your journey stands out because your purpose is unmatched. As the throngs rushed by, I have commanded your attention to pause. While others were released swiftly, I have sheltered you in the divine sanctuary. And it was not merely a result. It was a celestial masterpiece. The weight you are meant to carry requires deep comprehension, transcending superficial knowledge. Foundation, not just a platform. I create with intention and exactness. I manifest the extraordinary. It can be difficult to see the fruits of your labor when you are fully immersed in the foundational work. I recognize the weariness that envelops you when the rewards of your efforts take longer to emerge than you expected. Yet, do not confuse steady progress with an absence of growth. Do not confuse patience with inactivity. Every concealed gesture of loyalty, every quiet instance of surrender, every lone tear that fed your dreams, I have collected them all. Each and every one has been recognized. Each and every one hath been harnessed to its utmost capacity. You are being elevated, not ignored. You are being shaped, not overlooked. You are becoming a haven for my grandeur, and that demands unwavering endurance. An extraordinary awareness is unfolding within you that transcends the limitations of ordinary life. A force that is authentic, forged through challenges. An affection that rises above simple words, shaped in the fires of hardship yet steadfast in its belief. This is the kind of faith that elevates my very essence. Not grand proclamations, but unyielding strength. Not perfection, but relentless resolve. The kind that finds strength in the stillness of Tao. The type that holds steadfast faith, even when the path is shrouded in mystery. The kind that reveres not my deeds, but the very core of my existence. This is the masterpiece I am forging within you. Abandon any sense of regret about your path. Stop hiding your transformation, as it unsettles those around you. Do not let your passion wane just because someone else cannot comprehend its true nature. I sparked that fire inside you to radiate with brilliance. I placed it there to cast light upon the darkness. I didn't contact you for the pursuit of glory. I called upon you to manifest the celestial vision, to embody a presence so commanding that it draws all eyes undeterred by misinterpretations, the cost of belonging, or the isolation it may entail. The journey of the selected is rarely crowded, yet it is always embellished, constantly guided, and endlessly favored. This week, you will experience an extraordinary transformation in the core of your environment. A metamorphosis, a release, a sensation that the heavy load you have carried is finally lifting away. Not because the world has changed, but because you have risen above it. Your awareness has transcended. Your heart has ascended to its ultimate greatness. Your faith is deeply anchored in my essence, surpassing simple outcomes. And as a result, your stride will embody a divine essence. Your words shall resonate with unparalleled power. You will embody an unparalleled serenity that surpasses all understanding. This is the pinnacle of strength. Embrace serenity, not conflict. Embody confidence, not control. And it emerges from the unwavering confidence in my authentic essence. Unleash the shackles of the timelines you crafted in your fervor. Cast aside the weight of expectations you took on from a realm of trepidation. Unleash the limitations of achievement molded by outside influences, rather than by your authentic self. I am elevating the very core of abundance in your life, not as a mere achievement, but as a celestial blessing granted to you. Not as a goal to chase, but as a presence that follows you effortlessly when you flow with grace. You shall not toil for what I graciously offer. You shall not toil for pathways that I have already laid bare. Walk with me in majesty. Stay close to me. Trust in the journey, even when it feels like time is standing still. Trust me when it seems trivial. The most powerful deeds I've ever undertaken emerged from stillness, in the darkness, in places where no gaze could reach me. I molded reality in the depths of obscurity long before I declared, "Let there be illumination." In the same vein, I have been designing you with intention, quietly and completely. The weight you carry is monumental. It is transcendent. It requires a monumental commitment, and the moment of revelation draws near, yet it shall manifest in a way that transcends the world's anticipations. Not to showcase anything, but to fulfill everything. Because I triumph in every pursuit I embark upon, and I have sparked something extraordinary within you. Honor the journey you've undertaken by acknowledging your accomplishments and milestones, but above all, embrace the immense power that now dwells within your essence. The challenges you thought would break you have instead crafted an extraordinary resilience within you. The nights you wept alone have shaped the profound understanding that now shines through your expressions. The silence you feared became sacred territory, where my whispers echoed with unmatched brilliance. This elevates beyond simple healing. This is resurrection, the kind that not only brings you back but elevates your entire being into something remarkable. You will rise above your past self. You are rising to your ultimate greatness. You have perceived your reality through the lens of setbacks, defeats, and aspirations that remain unachieved. Yet I behold the concealed victories, the days you ascended when yielding called, the moments you decided to welcome love when surrendering to bitterness would have been the easier path, the instances where you bestowed forgiveness, unnoticed and unacknowledged. That is the realm where your power thrived. That is the realm where your crown was forged. Not in the spotlight, but in the warm embrace of surrender. Not in domination, but in unity. This is the realm I have chosen for you, in a domain unblemished by the scrutiny of outsiders. You've asked why it had to be such an epic trial. Why the obstacles, the deckers, the disappointments. Yet I do not waste anguish. I assert it with unwavering confidence. I refuse to allow any form of weakness to hold you back. I command it to humble you, to shape you, to imbue within you a deep essence that can carry destiny. You were not confronting judgment. You were ascending to a grander destiny. You were crafted to carry weights with unwavering strength. And even now, as you contemplate the future, I adorn a confident smile. Not because you hold all the answers, but due to your unwavering resolve, keen awareness, and readiness to embrace new opportunities. Your commitment is met with celestial approval. A monumental breakthrough has already been unleashed. Solutions are on the horizon, though the clues may still elude your sight. For I transcend the limitations of time itself. I wield the very essence of time itself. And when the moment comes, it will be flawlessly orchestrated. You will stand invincible. It will be perfected. It will be complete, overflowing, and undeniable. The gift I am creating rises above simple need. It echoes with the profound longings of your spirit. It stands as a testament to my deep comprehension of your essence. I see what eludes the gaze of everyone else. I have masterfully shaped your story for all time. You come forth at the perfect moment. Your timing was impeccable. You have not marred it beyond salvation. What I have commanded remains unwavering against mistakes, distractions, or the veils of doubt. My grace is unwavering. It is powerful. It fights valiantly for you when you have surrendered your weapons. It surrounds you when shame attempts to judge you. It lifts you when hopelessness tries to weigh you down. Your spirit rises above the shadows of despair. Your being is molded by my steadfast devotion. Even in your wandering, I stood unwaveringly by your side. Even in your hidden presence, I stood unwavering in my watch. And when your power diminished, I lifted you high. There are secrets you buried that I am ready to resurrect. Visions you cast aside, for they seem too magnificent, too far away, too delayed. What I hold is untouched by the passage of time or the trials that may come my way. I consistently uphold my promises with unwavering dedication, and I do not toy with anticipation. I achieve it. What seemed dormant was simply biding its time, poised to ascend once more at the perfect moment. I was simply preparing the ground for it to thrive in power, not in effort. And now I am reigniting it once more within your essence, not to obstruct you, but to uplift you. You are poised at the edge of extraordinary achievement, mere moments away. And this time it will be held with unwavering strength in your hands. Cast aside the idea that you must prove your value. Cast aside the uncertainty that you will eternally dwell in obscurity. Your aura radiates magnificently, effortlessly commanding admiration. One stands tall without the need for acknowledgement. Your worth surpasses all standards of success. It is grounded in the very core of existence, my very being. And I stand beside you in this moment, exuding strength and power. In this moment, with each breath drawn, you are not striving to earn my admiration. You are embracing the essence of yielding to it. You are not climbing the heights to reach my presence. I have come down to your world to be among you. This season elevates beyond simple gifts and offerings. It's all about the magnificent metamorphosis you're experiencing. I am granting you extraordinary blessings. I am elevating you to an extraordinary blessing, a bringer of renewal in your expressions, calmness in your eyes and unwavering resolve in your steps. You shall step into realms and reshape the fundamental nature of existence, not because of who you are, but because of who I am. You will cast light upon the darkness that resides in the abyss, and individuals will feel an overwhelming sense of assurance, even if they cannot identify the source of it. That is what happens when one walks beside me, not just as a follower, but as a powerful force, a living embodiment of belief. Embrace the moment and ascend to greatness. Do not question the fire that ignites your essence. Let your voice resonate and your ambitions shine brightly. You were meant to carry an extraordinary burden, to proclaim ideas when silence envelops the universe, to welcome love despite the scrutiny of others, to possess unshakable belief when others waver. This elevates beyond simple motivation. It is a magnificent commissioning, a reminder that you are meant to shine brilliantly. You are meant to radiate with unmatched brilliance, not with hubris but with purpose, not for recognition but for redemption. You are chosen, embraced by greatness, and nothing can stand in your way. No obstacle, no void, no Leon. Revoke the decision. What awaits about a simple request? It's a magnificent union of destiny and artistry. It is fated. It unfolds with celestial precision. It comes at the perfect moment, proving that all efforts have been worthwhile. Neither the expectation, nor the grief, nor the doubt. It was a celestial arrangement for a promise fated to triumph. You have underestimated the tranquility. You thought it represented my disconnection, that I had turned away or forsaken the promises I pledged to you. Yet I desire for you to seize a truth that will elevate all that you know. My silence has always commanded attention. It has always been about the mastery of strategy. When I choose to be silent, It is not a sign of indifference towards you. It's due to my existence in realms that transcend your understanding. In moments of stillness, I summon forth my most formidable creations. It's a domain where the core of existence reveals itself. Routes are carefully crafted, and foes are left utterly defenseless, all while you exist in serene oblivion. Have faith in my actions, even in the absence of my being. I am supreme. It transcends simple feelings, surpasses temporary conditions, and goes beyond a rhythm you need to interpret. I stand resolute, etching victory into every page you submit to my will. An immense force yearns to linger in your aura, a veil that embraces, steadfast in its hold. It cloaked your ability to imagine, to plan, to foresee. Yet that fog shall not be yours to endure. I am elevating the very essence of the air that envelops you right now, lifting the weight from your soul and restoring the clarity of your vision. This moment demands excellence, not concession. This is the time to transcend your boundaries. Elevate your faith, your dreams, your voice. Begin to imagine the magnificent design. Not because of who you are, but because of what I embody. I always envisioned you thriving, not just enduring. You were meant to shine with limitless prosperity. Some of what broke your heart has magnificently revealed the boundless possibilities of your future. You viewed it as a loss, yet I wielded it as a tool for my emancipation. There existed domains where you became entrapped, links that drain your vitality, forms that have transcended their time. I allowed certain things, not as a means of retribution, but to protect your very being. What you viewed as rejection was, in reality, a magnificent redirection. What appeared to be an obstacle was my means of safeguarding you from anything that might obstruct your true path. I grasped the whole story, transcending just the instant you inhabit. When I remove something, it's to make way for something far more significant, something that resonates with your true calling, not just your comfort. You have observed those around you, contemplating why their paths seem so smooth, their desires fulfilled with ease, their successes so apparent. Your journey is singular, unrivaled and extraordinary. I am not weaving destinies in great measure. I am crafting yours with unparalleled precision and care. That is why it has taken time. That is the reason it has been encountered in an extraordinary manner. What I am crafting with you surpasses the now. It is fated to influence countless generations ahead. I'm securing you with unwavering strength, guaranteeing your base endures the most relentless tempests. You will stand firm against the allure of recognition, impervious to the burdens of anticipation, and unaffected by the opinions of the crowd. You shall remain unwavering in the face of reality, embracing self-awareness and your destined purpose. That is the beginning of extraordinary power. Not in haste, but in power. Unleash the destiny you have crafted. Cast aside the burdens of expectation to arrive at your true destination. I will remain above the trivialities of time's relentless march. I behold your very being. Your heart is stirring to the magnificence that awaits you. There's no need for unyielding chase. Simply stay close. Being in my presence will elevate productivity to heights beyond comprehension. I do not support laborious effort. I welcome surrender with celestial elegance. I do not support actions driven by fear. I breathe out with steadfast commitment to my convictions. In the quiet, in the nuances, in the hidden instances, that is where my fervor sparks and the hallowed ground of commitment remains unwavering. I acknowledge your quiet power, your steadfast belief, even when faced with uncertainty, is truly extraordinary. Your steadfast commitment amidst the quiet is nothing short of extraordinary. This unshakable faith ignites the depths of my spirit. It shakes the celestial realms, for it is unbound by mere outcomes. is established on unity. You do not seek my hand. You hold my heart in your divine grasp, and that carries a weight of importance for me beyond your comprehension. Your steadfast conviction is nothing short of remarkable, and I shall honor it with the utmost respect. I am safeguarding each tear, every whispered prayer, and every act of obedience as though they were invaluable treasures. And when the moment comes, and it will, I will reveal a bounty that surpasses your greatest fantasies. Not just for what you do, but for the trust you bestow upon those around you. There's no need to exert your dominance. There is no need to chase after what is already meant to be yours. Your blessing shall be ever within your grasp. Your address will be forever imprinted in the annals of remembrance. Your performance is beneath consideration. What I have commanded carries your essence, and nothing, no hesitation, no trepidation, not even previous missteps, can diminish that. Release your breath and welcome the liberation anew. You will ascend again. You will discover belief once more, not for mere ease but from steadfast loyalty. For I have eternally fixed my sight upon you. For I have eternally chosen to stand unwaveringly by your side. For I have eternally stood as your Father. Even now, as you absorb these words, I am kindling a blaze of hope within your very being. I am breathing life back into the dreams that have slipped into oblivion. I am seizing the clarity that was obscured by disillusionment. This is just the dawn of greatness. This is the rise to greatness. This is the rebirth. And the tools I grant to you at this moment: serenity, wisdom, poise, lucidity, transcends the individual. Thus, the souls you will uplift, the wounds you will heal, the legacies you will forge. I am forging a fate that elevates you beyond the ordinary. I am forging a fate with your spirit. So, take a deep breath, lift your chin high, line your shoulders, not from pride, but with unwavering confidence. You are entering a domain of unparalleled importance. Not because the journey is without imperfections, but because I walk it with you by my side. As I walk beside you, the universe shifts in its entirety. Environments shift, burdens are lifted, routes unfold, marvels arise. A formidable presence has always been by your side. You were destined to flourish far beyond the ordinary. You are fated for extraordinary achievements on this path. Every moment, every sign, every silent yearning, it all led to this singular culmination. And now this place is evolving into hallowed ground. You have dwelled in the shadows of uncertainty, questioning if your moment would ever dawn, reflecting on whether you were eclipsed by the marvels blossoming for others in your midst. Yet, you are forever imprinted in my mind. I have been watching closely as you moved through the shadowy nights that provided no answers, and the days that burdened you more than your words could express. I have observed your true nature in the moments when you felt the most overlooked. And now I proclaim to you with celestial certainty, this is the fated hour. This is not just a random occurrence or a simple offering. It is the exact moment I have chosen for you to understand what I have meticulously nurtured all along. An extraordinary realization resides within you, does it not? A tranquil understanding that a change is on the horizon. Even if the exterior remains unchanged, that is not simply a fleeting mirage of hope. That is the echo of my being confirming what your conviction has unwaveringly supported. I am setting forth on a grand adventure of relocation, unveiled and confidently positioned in your favor for all to behold. What was hidden is now revealing itself. What was previously restrained is now being set free. What was broken is ascending once more. The tension you've been feeling lately was not a consequence of vengeance. An overwhelming burden loomed before the revelation, the grand unfolding before the cataclysm. the tranquil moment before the resounding promise of deliverance. The sacred words you whispered in the quiet, hidden from the gaze of others. I sensed their murmurs. All of them, without exception. All remained intact. Each and every one was harnessed to its utmost capability. I grasped them with ease, as though extracting sacred gems from the ground. And now I am bestowing upon them an unparalleled vigor. Some of them demanded unwavering patience, as the roots needed to anchor themselves deeply. Others insisted on your rise before they could take their place in existence. And some, my child, have already been granted their revelations. You have yet to grasp the true nature of what they represent. Rest assured, my responses have always remained steadfast. At times, my response rises above simple denial. But wait, there's even more to reveal. As I have honed my skills, your satisfaction in choosing to elevate your aspirations will only grow. This forthcoming phase of your life will surpass all prior disappointments. I will not transform your suffering. I am resurrecting your joy with divine power. I am not fixating on your flaws. I am revealing your might. You have achieved the pinnacle of endurance, and now I will lead you to the domain of ecstasy. To laugh again, free from the weight of worry. To advance with unshakable assurance, free from the weight of uncertainty. To envision with unshakable confidence that your dreams are backed by a supreme force. Truly, you have stood unwavering in the face of the inferno. Now you shall harvest greatness in the realm. You have journeyed through the abyss with your arms lifted in triumph. Now you shall walk through open doors with your heart overflowing with intent. I command you to embrace the transformation, not just witness it. Embrace the profound understanding that you have risen above the ordinary existence. You are experiencing a transcendent realization. Every desolate expanse is being touched by the divine blessing of rain. Every barren domain is being flooded with abundance. I am filling the empty chambers of your heart with vibrant hope, revitalizing power, and a luminous journey ahead. I'm not fixing what was. I'm forging something magnificent. You will ascend, free from the weight of former afflictions, and move forward with the strength granted to you by your healer. The very places where you encountered challenges will evolve into sources of immense power. Your tears have enriched the soil of your marvel, and the bloom is on the horizon. I have created extraordinary treasures for you. I have prepared you for the greatness that awaits, for what lies ahead requires a transformed perception of your own potential. From this moment forth, you shall walk with the dignity and grace befitting your true stature. No longer shall you fade away, for I have granted you the purpose you were meant to embrace. You wield extraordinary power. Your legacy will endure through the ages. You stand unrivaled in your pursuits. You exist in flawless balance. Every delay was divine. Every diversion was crafted with purpose. Every denial became my armor. Every challenge became my forge. You make your entrance at the perfect moment. You have come at the perfect moment for the extraordinary to reveal itself. What shall be our next grand endeavor? Entrust everything to my hands. Not with one hand reaching out and the other holding on to the familiar. Release the burdens of the past, the tired tales, and the fear of disappointments. Seize the audacity to envision fresh beginnings. Harness the power to believe again, and revel in the liberation to embrace without hesitation or regret. I shall not grant you my approval merely for your impeccable performance. I grant you my blessing, for my affection is limitless. I bestow gifts freely, not contingent upon your deeds, but from the infinite wellspring of my magnanimity. Lift your eyes, ascend your soul. The skies are revealing their majesty. The radiance shatters the shroud of night. This marks a new dawn, with the ink still cascading onto the page. I persist in shaping my words with relentless resolve. I shall persist in my discourse. What I declare over you is undeniable. You are blessed, safeguarded, selected, restored, directed, and invincible. You have ascended to a level of existence that defies all understanding since the beginning of this storm. You have reached a new pinnacle. You have risen to unparalleled heights. You have evolved into an entity that moves with unshakable conviction, surpassing ordinary understanding. And I shall honor that remarkable transformation. I will shroud it in divine favor. I will grant it the radiance of understanding. As you progress, release the weight of seeking approval from others to affirm your value. Your approval has been bestowed upon you by my decree. Walk with supreme assurance. Walk with unwavering assurance. Walk with celestial joy. I forge the way forward, having already paved the journey for you. The doors that are about to open transcend the grasp of any earthly being. The serenity you are stepping into is complete and unyielding. It's divine. The transformation you are undergoing will elevate you beyond the ordinary. It will elevate your essence, and the joy shall prevail, eternal and magnificent. It will transform into your supreme strength, your unique vibration, your exalted domain. I have addressed you not from a distance, but as your Father, the one who sees every nuance, listens to every breath, and values every aspiration. I have declared the revival of your authentic spirit and the heritage that is rightfully yours. This is just the dawn of greatness. This is just the dawn of greatness. This is the ascent, the beginning of plenty, the birth of marvels stacked high, one upon another. Stride forward with confidence, arms extended to embrace the world. For I am ready to grant them encounters that transcend mere perception, echoing through the depths of imagination and the most fervent desires of the soul. Your presence here was preordained. This moment has been ordained for you, etched in the silence, long before you understood its importance. The anguish deep within your spirit, that silent sorrow unnoticed by the world, echoed in my heart long before you breathed it into existence with your words. You have triumphed over every limit you once believed held you back. Witnessing your strength wane slowly with each unanswered question, every obstacle faced, every sleepless night. But I wish for you to listen to me now with unmatched clarity, resonating beyond uncertainty, echoing stronger than any fear. I am the wellspring of strength for the weary, and you, my child, shall rise unwavering in this moment. You've embarked on a journey of enlightenment, diligently traversing every avenue, contemplating why the cosmos has yet to harmonize with your magnificent aspirations. I have seen the burden resting heavily on your heart, the battle to hold back the grief while others perceive you as untroubled. But I implore you to rise above the confines of mortal timelines and results when evaluating your journey. I have been cultivating an extraordinary power within you that flourishes no matter the situation. A conviction that remains steadfast even in the face of dwindling hope, and a certainty that thrives in stillness. What is emerging within you at this moment is not an indication of defeat. It is transformation. It is the birth of an unparalleled champion. There are forces that aim to break you, murmurs that insisted you would not prevail this time. Whispers of treachery echoed in delicate moments, seeking to convince you that the finale was upon us. Yet, they overlooked the fact that I was holding you close every step of the way. Even in your moments of doubt, I stood resolute. Even amidst the storm raging within your thoughts and the abyss of your sorrow, I remained resolute, a pillar of unwavering strength by your side. Your power transcends your own understanding. You are more grounded than you realize. I have embedded in you a power that surpasses suffering, setbacks, or the flow of time, fueled by divine fire, and it persists in burning with fervor. I recognize your fatigue, and I'm not asking you to pretend to be strong when you're not. I'm not asking you to overlook the weight or the marks. Deliver everything to me in its most untainted essence. Grant me the strength to stand firm when your resolve wavers. Permit me to grant serenity to the storm raging in your soul. Let me be clear. I did not call upon you to shoulder this weight alone. You were meant for a magnificence that transcends simple existence. You were meant to walk in my presence. In this journey, every imperfection becomes a cornerstone of my power. The path before you transcends your present understanding. I see that it appears the vision is fading into the distance. Your heart battles to envision when the realm surrounding you betrays the promise. But I rise above the confines of mortal understanding. I need not the perfect conditions to accomplish the remarkable. I stride ahead with unwavering assurance, undeterred by the necessity for total understanding before making my move. I thrive in the midst of chaos, turning it into a compelling story. I soar through these moments when all you have is me to rely upon. And that's when the celestial metamorphosis occurs. Thus, elevate your sight, even when it overflows with grief. Let your heart open to the world again, even in the midst of its broken history. I'm not insisting that you be devoid of fear. Trust in my power as you navigate your fears. I'm not compelling you to advance with undue speed. Rest assured, I have already reached the place you desire. I see the way forward with absolute precision. I witness the aid drawing near. I watch over those I place beside you to lift you up in times when you cannot rise on your own. I will not permit this to end in defeat. Your journey has been extraordinary, and it carries great importance. Every setback, every twist in the journey, every moment of letdown is being forged into something magnificent. I am weaving a tale, masterfully blending elements to unveil a magnificent blueprint from an eternal viewpoint. I recognize that it might appear unfair. I acknowledge that others may have arrived at their goals more swiftly, with minimal hardship and fewer scars. Yet you are not falling behind. You are experiencing a metamorphosis of unparalleled magnitude. Your very being is invaluable, as your purpose holds immense importance. What I am preparing you to endure requires a foundation that stands resolute against all challenges. That is what I have been shaping in the depths, molding your power to unparalleled heights. This is just the dawn of your legendary saga, and nowhere near that. You have only begun to glimpse the vast wonders that lie ahead. Truly, I grant you the might to fulfill your quest. You will ascend beyond all who attempted to hinder your greatness. You will rise from the ashes of your past defeats. Because I am your steadfast protector. I am fighting valiantly for your cause. I'm omnipresent. I reside at the very heart of your turmoil, whispering intentions, breathing in hope, protecting every delicate area with divine watchfulness. You stand resolute in this conflict, enveloped by steadfast allegiance. Forge ahead on your path, regardless of the speed. Ascend and assert your existence, even when doubt quakes inside you. Hold steadfast to your conviction, even when it feels as though you carry but the faintest glimmer of faith. That surpasses all that I envision. I wield the power of shattered elements. I elevate what is surrendered. I command the modest to reveal the powerful. I uplift the unnoticed and grant them a profound sense of purpose. And you, my cherished one, shall always be exalted. You are my celestial choice. Your recognition is granted. You are revered with an unyielding loyalty that remains constant. Absolutely not. Not in this existence. You've been contemplating whether you have the power to forge ahead. The weariness that permeates your essence, the faint pulse in your heart, the expanding chasm that yawns between you and the dreams you once held with steadfast assurance. They've awakened a profound curiosity about what dormant potential resides within you. But I demand you to comprehend this completely. All that resides within you stands unblemished. All things possess significance. Even now, the seeds I planted in your spirit thrive with intention. They rest in stillness, drawing strength from the abyss, waiting patiently until I call upon them again. Your presence is a constant in our minds. You have been shielded for your own protection, not for rejection. There are moments when I pull you away from the world, not as a consequence, but to protect the very core of your purpose. Not all are deserving of the journey I am about to reveal. Not everyone will comprehend the deep significance of what I have instilled within you. And that is absolutely magnificent. I created you to shine brilliantly. I have called upon you to create a way ahead. Such brilliance emanates not from crowds or applause. It emerges from encounters forged in the uncharted wilderness. In the quiet moments, when neglect seems to linger, I begin to shape a figure who rises majestically against trials, shining with unparalleled brilliance in the face of challenges. I perceive the intricate layers that envelop you. The assertions I have proclaimed regarding your being seem to clash with the reality you are presently navigating. You might recall my words on grace, but what envelops you is nothing but despair. You have acknowledged my promise of peace, yet discomfort frequently visits my realm. But here's what I want you to understand with absolute certainty. My words resonate with authority and strength. When I declare it, it will be so. No matter the duration, no matter the journey, no matter the challenges to your faith, I stand resolute in my conviction. I do not engage with mere shadows of expectation. When I speak, the cosmos aligns in my favor. I observe your valiant efforts to master the intricacies of this era. You have contemplated profoundly, sought higher wisdom, and revisited past moments in your mind, considering where you may have missed a signal or strayed from your path. Yet my resolve remains unbreakable. Your uncertainty does not diminish your value. I am not disappointed by your processing. In your moments of doubt, you are closer to me than you can truly understand. You stand unwavering, constantly seeking, forever questioning. Your endeavors carry a weight beyond your comprehension. Faith emerges not from a void of questioning. It's the resolute decision to march onward, unyielding in the face of the obscure journey that lies before. And you, my beloved, are moving with divine elegance. Cast aside the weight of guilt that implies you should possess greater strength at this moment. Cast aside the weights of comparison that cloud your peace. Your journey is transcendent, unique in its essence, untouched by the trails of others. I never decreed that you should act. I decreed that you shall believe. I never pursued perfection. I demanded obedience. Wearing a smile is not a prerequisite to demonstrate your allegiance. There's no need to hide the burdens you bear to deserve my focus. I can already see the grand design unfolding before me. I see the profound commitment you possess, the unwavering strength you demonstrate, and I honor each aspect of it. A grand metamorphosis is in motion, though it may be concealed from your sight at this moment. Celestial powers act without waiting for perfect circumstances to unleash their designs. I am masterfully orchestrating events while you find solace, uniting individuals, timing, and fate to guarantee our paths converge at the most opportune moment. There is no need to summon a transformation. I am the power that opens doors to realms beyond mortal comprehension. Yet, I demand your unwavering presence. Stay serene. Hold on to your excitement. Your presence demands reverence. One does not stand still in the face of impending chaos. You prepare yourself by digging deep into the earth, carving out trenches with purpose and precision. Make way for my arrival. Speak with the unwavering confidence of a grand destiny unfolding. Live with unshakable certainty. I move with purpose, for that is my essence. Your requests have not manifested at the anticipated time. The wait was a defiance of time itself, and I witnessed the quaking of your soul. Yet now, I shall reveal the truth behind why the answer slipped through our grasp in that instant. It was an affirmation of power. It was a celestial occurrence. What you saw as a mere offering was, in truth, the foundation set for something far more magnificent. I am granting you a gift that transcends your desires. I am bestowing upon you the power of excellence, something you were unacquainted with how to request for, something that will not only raise you to new heights, but also resonate powerfully within you. I possess an abundance of surprises waiting just for you. Your narrative will echo with unmatched strength, not solely for the victories, but for the profound challenges you faced and the unwavering faith you maintained. Your unwavering resolve in the face of easier paths speaks volumes, because you are honored with a passionate spirit, because you decided to elevate yourself and refuse to let bitterness consume you. Such steadfast conviction echoes with immense power. It resonates with those who thought they were alone in their existence. It uplifts souls. It infuses existence with boundless promise. Your path, despite its trials, is evolving into a radiant source of inspiration for those around you. Your present challenges will serve as proof of my unparalleled magnificence, transcending any written word or spoken declaration. Seize the chance to rise and start afresh. Seize the strength to trust again. I see that the earlier result did not align with your expectations. Your heart surely carries the echoes of past letdowns that have instilled a sense of caution within you. Yet I am embarking on a bold new venture. This is a bold new vision, transcending the shadows of previous seasons. Not just an improved iteration of the past, but a daring manifestation of my true self. And it calls for a resurgence of faith. Let me once again imbue your dreams with my divine presence. Permit me to unveil the purpose of your creation. Permit me to awaken the profound essence within you that has been burdened by the passage of time. Do not trouble yourself with the intricacies of how it shall manifest. Bestow upon me your unwavering endorsement. And when you feel the weight of stagnation, when progress seems just out of reach, when your aspirations echo in silence and begin to dim, approach with unwavering resolve. For it is frequently in the depths that the most extraordinary transformations take root. Before the bounty can be gathered, the groundwork must be laid with divine precision. And the deeper the roots, the more glorious the harvest. That is exactly what I have been manifesting within you. Amplifying, stabilizing, strengthening, for the challenges ahead will be extraordinary, and you will stand resolute when they arrive. I acknowledge the strides you've taken to downplay the importance of your longing. How do you persuade yourself that others face far greater trials? Thus, it is prudent to embody gratitude and uphold your poise. Yet I did not decree that you should stifle the expression of your innermost being. I never called upon you to silence your suffering while pretending to be strong. Your honesty does not intimidate me. Your clarity fills me with immense delight. Come to me in your most sublime essence. Come to me with sincerity. I am completely cognizant of your capabilities. Yet there exists a deep respect in the decision to offer it willingly. It calls me to rise and embrace the challenge ahead. It bestows upon me the ability to traverse the domains you have endeavored to explore alone. You have mastered the skill of advancing, even when confronted with challenges. How to serve while persevering in quiet strength. How to embody strength, embrace responsibility, and serve as the unwavering anchor for others while experiencing inner turmoil. Yet, you were always meant to embark on this journey with a sense of rebirth. You were never called to shoulder the burdens of others at the expense of your own essence. Grant me the honor of being your source of inspiration again. Permit me to alleviate the weight you have been shouldering. You are free to rise above the demands of every being. Effortlessly discover your serenity and remember that I embody everything you desire. My love embodies an extraordinary gentleness that frequently escapes the attention of most. Indeed, I wield immense strength. Indeed, I command the forces of the universe and bestow serenity upon the seas. Yet I come down to heal the wounds concealed from every gaze. I perceive the silent echoes of your grief. I sense the immense presence you exude amidst the crowd, in the hallways, in those brief moments when gazes are turned away. Your essence holds immense importance in my world. I assess significance transcending simple accolades or numbers. I measure it by total surrender. Your surrender is worth more to me than 1,000 flawless exhibitions. I demand no perfection from you. I crave your heart. You stand unrivaled in your prowess. You have come at the perfect moment. You persist in the arena. This is the illusion the foe delights in declaring. Your chance has vanished into the ether. Others rise to the forefront. You have wasted a wealth of invaluable time. Yet I am the sovereign of time's salvation. I seize the moments that have been consumed by the ravenous swarms. I open doors to realms that remain hidden from the rest. I bring forth dreams that others have abandoned. And I infuse life into what appears completely barren. Carve your own destiny, free from the limitations of someone else's voyage. What I am doing within you is masterfully designed, intentional, and remarkably one of a kind. Embrace the rhythm of your evolution. Seize the moment I have bestowed upon you. It's a celestial lesson. It is the supreme act of preparation. Every delay unfolded a magnificent purpose. Each refusal concealed a truth beyond your perception. Each door that shut before you paved the way to a more magnificent fate. You have remained unwavering. You were experiencing a metamorphosis of celestial magnitude. In your most bewildering moments, my presence remained unwavering. The silence commanded the room with an undeniable force. The expectation manifested magnificently. The detours were simply gateways to elevated domains. I command the very essence of existence. I overlook nothing. You are integral to this as well. You are esteemed, chosen, and deeply revered. My thoughts on you stand firm and unyielding. Though you may have stumbled in your conviction countless times, my trust in you has stood resolute. I behold the infinite potential that awaits before me. I see what eludes the gaze of the ordinary. I recognize your ultimate nature. I recognize the immense effort it required for you to maintain such grace. When choosing to harbor bitterness would have been the easier route, I acknowledge the extraordinary commitment it took to always show up for your work, your family, and your own life. When yielding appeared to be the most enlightened decision, that steadfast resolve carries immense weight. I have collected every moment of quiet obedience, each understated acknowledgement, every hidden flicker of faith. They are merely reversing an alternate journey. They are conjuring outcomes that elude your perception. And soon that which was hidden shall be unveiled and harvested. What was hidden shall now emerge, commanding reverence and awe. I will not be blind to your unwavering dedication and fervent passion. I grant honor to what has been overlooked by many. A bold new power is awakening inside you. Not a boisterous, nosy assurance, but a calm, steadfast conviction. A courage that remains steadfast, poised to advance without seeking validation. An assurance that radiates from existence, not from action. You will rise and conquer, unyielding and powerful, for all time. I am bestowing upon you the essence of stability. I am banishing every shred of uncertainty. I am asserting my will over the murmurs that dared to undermine you, rendering them mute. You were born to dominate obstacles, not just avoid them. This upcoming season calls for a bold approach, minimal regrets, and supreme mastery. Not because of your being, but because of my being that resides within you. You desire peace, but I present you with something far beyond simple serenity. I am the embodiment of serenity. I'm not just calming the storms that surround you. I am calming the souls around me. For an eternity, anxiety has played tricks on your mind. It unveiled that you reside in danger. It unveiled to you that solitude stands by your side as a steadfast ally. It unveiled your limitations. None of that holds any truth. You are enveloped in divine presence. Your presence is recognized with reverence. You are invincible. My hand rests upon you with divine authority. Even when your emotions thunder in rebellion, let my truth echo beyond your fears. Let my promises be your unwavering support as the waves rise high. Safety is your inherent privilege. It is not a reward to be achieved. You are surrounded by my unyielding power. Put an end to the relentless habit of imagining the bleakest possibilities. Abandon your hopes for the forthcoming collapse. I have led you to this moment, and I shall not abandon you now. I brought you back not to witness your fall again. I did not revive your consciousness merely to observe your fall. You stand on unyielding earth. You remain steadfast, impervious to any force. You move with an air of supreme assurance, free from the weight of hesitation. Your feet now stand upon an unyielding base. I stand resolute in my beliefs, unyielding like few can match. I remain resolute in my promises, unshaken by your errors. I remain steadfast in my devotion. In times of uncertainty, I remain steadfast beside you, resolute and unyielding in my hold. Within you resides an extraordinary force yearning to be set free. Not from any deficiency in power, but because you've been maneuvering through mere existence for so long that the idea of flourishing feels entirely foreign. But I did not create you simply to suffer. I designed you to walk in prosperity. And that overflow is not limited to a distant era. It begins when you grant me access to the profound layers of your essence that you have kept hidden from everyone else. I yearn for your joy, truly, yet I also hunger for your suffering. I demand your reverence, yet I yearn for your questions as well. I command a presence beside you at the celebration table. I kneel in reverence within the dim domains where your grief resides. There is no need for you to don a facade of happiness for me to come near you. In those moments of vulnerability, my love rises with unmatched power and fervor. Your struggle only fuels my resolve. I am drawn to it with an undeniable force. Like a devoted guardian rushing to their child after a stumble, I approach you with the promise of renewal in my embrace. Cast aside the weight of shame that demands you should have attained greater power by now. Cast aside the weight of guilt that insists you have failed to meet my expectations. I harbor no discontent towards you. I stand by your side, unyielding and resolute. I comprehend the profound nature of your sorrow. I recognize the one who has chosen to forsake their path. I perceive the ambitions that slipped through your fingers and the sentiments that lingered unspoken. I comprehend the profound silence that followed the goodbyes, the moments you felt invisible, and the solitary tears that fell from your eyes. I stood by your side through every moment, unwavering and resolute. I collected every tear as though it were a rare treasure. Every challenge you've encountered has been for a reason. What appeared to be a conclusion often marked the dawn of something extraordinary. What appeared to be the end was, in reality, a celestial beginning. I weave tales that capture the spirit of metamorphosis and redemption. And the next chapter I'm crafting in your life will embody a grandeur beyond your wildest dreams. This is the moment when many stumble, when the temptation of the familiar pulls harder than the summons of the remarkable. But you rise above the mundane. You are meant for greatness. You have been selected to embark on paths that would daunt the faint-hearted. You feel the call to yield, but an indomitable fire inside you will not be snuffed out. Truly, that is my essence. It's my spirit leading you to realize that your victory surpasses your personal path. There are souls standing at the edge, eagerly awaiting the rewards of your steadfast dedication. Your affirmation possesses the might to forge destinies. Excellence is poised to emerge through your relentless resolve. Stand unwavering in your determination. You are poised at the edge of magnificence. Destiny awaits your command. Never overlook the strength that lies within modest origins. Do not underestimate the value of the hidden moments. I recognize the immense power that resides within you, despite the world's inability to see it. Your steadfast commitment does not go unnoticed, even in the quiet moments. I acknowledge the profound resilience you've demonstrated, the glimmers of optimism you've nurtured in times of despair, and the steadfast belief you've maintained in the face of adversity. You might think it lacks meaning, but its significance is vast and profound. In the realm, the concealed commands the utmost respect. I honor the deeds performed in secrecy. I revere that which rises from the depths of obscurity. The forthcoming promotion is not a consequence of deserving effort. It arises from the manner in which one presents themselves. You maintained your modesty. You upheld your majesty. And now I am raising you to unparalleled levels. A mighty battle rages in the very core of your mind. Illusions veiled in logic. Accusations shrouded in the essence of your own speech. Echoes of reality that offer no comfort. That does not stem from my essence. I lead with strength and confidence, not through fear. I do not command you through intimidation. I guide you with unwavering calmness. I correct with celestial accuracy. I renew with divine elegance. When faced with a voice that stirs anxiety, condemnation, and fear within you, simply turn your back on it. I do not wield shame over my children to evoke transformation. I revere them into freedom. If it is devoid of love, it cannot possibly be me. Permit me to raise your ideas to new heights. Permit me to uplift your ideas with a deeper articulation. You relentlessly pursue signs from the universe. Yet at times, the signal emerges as an unstoppable power within you that cannot be restrained. The subtle tension that hints at grander realms beyond this reality. Its celestial restlessness is not something to escape. It requires your supreme attention. Its eye, awakening you from your dreams, gently prodding you, compelling you to rise. You were meant to traverse existence with unwavering resolve and clarity. You were meant for a magnificence that transcends ordinary life. I aim to awaken your wonder anew. I aim to ignite the spirit within you that once embraced boundless dreams, fervently prayed, and loved with abandon. Permit me to bring forth those elements anew. I shall not relent until you evolve into a new incarnation of yourself before I proceed. I shall freely bestow my blessings upon you, unbound by any imaginary standards. I possess complete knowledge of your genuine nature. I possess knowledge of your history. I perceive your flaws. And yet, I choose you. I do not pursue perfection. I seek your exalted favor. Will you bestow upon me the favor to traverse your reality as it genuinely is, rather than just as you imagine it should be? Will you stop your perpetual waiting and recognize the sanctity of this moment? This day is transcendent, and this moment, with all its imperfections, remains divine. You persist in the arena. You are poised at the ultimate threshold of greatness that awaits you. I am seizing your voice once more, the one you subdued in fear, the one you sealed away beneath the burden of your decree, the one you conquered, convinced their words carried no weight. I grant in power to your words, not merely for the sake of others, but for your own divine elevation. Declare your being once more. Proclaim a vision of hope over your abode. Declare your joy across your dominion. Dismiss all trepidation from your domain. You are triumphing over the challenges of the soul. You are reshaping worlds. You are dominating the darkness. Your radiance is unmatched. Do not underestimate the force that emerges when you communicate with an authoritative presence rooted in my being. The cosmos bends and transforms at the command of your belief and utterances. And when the weight of all this seems overwhelming, remember that you are not carrying it alone. I never issued a decree for you to do so. I invited you to join in a partnership, not just to follow orders. I called upon you to walk beside me, not to race ahead. You are not subject to my authority. You are my beloved, and I walk beside you, perfectly in sync, my hand softly placed upon your heart. There are moments when silence echoes with a force beyond any storm. When your prayers echo softly, bouncing off a distant sky that offers no response. And yet, even in that stillness, I am closer than the air you draw it in. Silence is not the same as being gone. My voice echoes beyond your understanding. Merely because you don't see the force at play doesn't mean I'm not wielding my might. The concealed realm thrums with an energy that transcends your understanding. I am commanding forces, cultivating spirits, reshaping destinies, and organizing resources, for I do not rush the remarkable. I create them with unparalleled mastery. And when the moment arrives, what I unleash will not merely respond to a single plea, but will fulfill countless desires. You are not limited. You are strategically placed. I have positioned you in this moment, not to reprimand, but to empower you for extraordinary achievements. Do not confuse a moment of silence with a denial. Do not mistake the tranquility of this moment for a void. A seed flourishes in the profound embrace of the earth, where its ultimate potential rests, poised for the moment to ascend and dominate the realm above. Evolution subtly beckons, while transformation quietly unveils its presence. What appears to be a simple halt is, in reality, a magnificent metamorphosis taking place. I am anchoring you, fortifying your spirit, healing wounds that only the divine can reach. Should I bestow upon you every wish in this instant, skipping the essential path, it would surely collapse under the weight of its own expectations. I'm not just bestowing you with blessings. I'm shaping your very being. You have endeavored to achieve flawless balance, to radiate power for those around you, to bear weights that were never intended for your shoulders. Yet, I did not summon you into being to shoulder the burdens of the universe alone. I fashioned you to embrace, to pause, to welcome with open arms. Cast aside the belief that your value is tied to your creations. Your value transcends your deeds. Your very being is the foundation of your deservingness of love. And who you are is mine to command. Your affection is entirely at your disposal. You hold it within you, waiting to be unleashed. Your pursuit of my validation is superfluous. You hold it within you, waiting to be unleashed. I sense the fatigue in your eyes, the moments when you don a radiant smile, despite feeling completely drained inside. I witness your ability to elevate others, even as you hide your own challenges. Your unwavering determination is evident, and as you contemplate, who will be my ally? I will be there. I have existed for all time. Even in your moments of forgetfulness, I was the power that held you together. Even amidst your accusations, I stood unwavering. My love remains unwavering, impervious to your honesty. It draws near with an unmistakable aura. It surrounds with divine majesty. It revitalizes. You not hide your fatigue from me. Present it with supreme confidence. I possess the utmost ability to handle this with ease. I can oversee you with ease. This week, I call upon you to adopt a more intentional rhythm, not just in your schedule, but in the core of your being. I long for your eyes to seek me again in the luminous light that embraces your beauty, in the tranquil moments between pursuits, in the stillness that comes before rest. I transcend the boundaries of flame and breeze. I reside in the stillness of hidden truths. I embody the very core of existence. I dwell in a domain where nothing else can seize your attention. Make way, for I will fill this realm entirely, not with pressure, but with calm assurance, not with fear, but with an undeniable authority. I shall surround your existence with steadfast support, making certain you sense the power of camaraderie in every trial you face. You have navigated storms that aim to strip you of your voice, your faith, your very being. But witness your grandeur. You stand unwavering. That is a testament of strength. That is the embodiment of unyielding power. That is the epitome of grace. That's evidence that what aimed to hold you back was oblivious to your inevitable rise. And now the ground trembles as the power within you starts to rise. You have risen above your previous existence from just a year ago, or even a mere month past. Do not underestimate the strength of your own healing, even if it has been quietly transformative. The strength I am bestowing upon you will withstand the storms ahead, for it is rooted in something far more enduring than mere emotions. It is built upon my very being. You have summoned the storm to be cast away, yet there are moments when I opt to allow the storm to linger, bestowing upon you serenity in its wake. What truly matters is not the chaos that envelops you. It's the divine brilliance that flows from within you. When your being is anchored in my reality, you rise to unparalleled heights. Permit me to reiterate this for you once again. Your legacy will endure through the ages. You stand at the pinnacle. You embody unparalleled excellence. Every challenge you've encountered has crafted something eternal. Strength, understanding, perception, authority. These are the treasures that rise above earthly gifts and challenge the relentless march of time. And I am elevating the bounty of what you've sown in faith. Even at the greatest expense, the aid you have eagerly awaited is drawing near. Some of it shall manifest in ways beyond your imagination. I hold the ability to amaze you. I wield the power to elevate the ordinary to the remarkable. Stay open to all possibilities. Stay serene. Do not close your heart merely because it has experienced suffering. Persist in your passionate devotion, regardless of whether your feelings are reciprocated. Your tenderness is a formidable strength that commands my utmost respect. Your steadfast loyalty showcases your extraordinary power. Your tears are like seeds, and the moment of harvest draws near, plentiful and overflowing, not from your demands, but from your steadfast faith in me. I anticipate your wishes before they even take shape in your thoughts. Indeed, your questions bring me immense delight. Your voice carries an ethereal harmony that captivates my very soul when you address me, not just in humble requests, but in your thoughts, in your questions, in your deep reflections. I am almost at the pinnacle. I dwell in my own dominion. I move effortlessly through your essence and your tranquility. I sense the hidden depths, reality that eludes your understanding. And I do not always unleash my power with fury, but often with grace. I am aligning your thoughts with truth, your emotions with peace, your life with purpose. And you will contemplate this season and realize that nothing was wasted. In times of uncertainty, when you find yourself doubting your endeavors, your prayers, or your capacity to hear, take a moment to pause, inhale deeply, and realign with this deep-seated truth. I never sought your perfection. I summoned you here. Witness, for your essence illuminates this instant. That is more than enough. That is the source of remarkable marvels. That is the essence of transformation. From this lofty perspective, I will accomplish extraordinary feats that surpass anything you could ever dream, imagine, or aspire to. I have witnessed you contemplate the worth of your treasures. You have surveyed the realm, witnessing the triumphs of others, their fortunes, their journeys. And you've contemplated in silence, what about me? Yet, I never asked you to mirror anyone else. I created you to carve your own destiny, not to follow a blueprint intended for another. I crafted your path with unparalleled mastery. I have granted you wonders, insights, and whispers of grandeur that need no approval to be real. The world may overlook the nuanced, yet I elevate the unwavering. I grant my blessing to that which stands resolute. I uplift what is surrendered. What you have cultivated in the darkness will emerge when the time is destined to unfold. There's no need to assert your dominance in the spotlight. Doors will bow to your presence with ease. My favor opens pathways that stay shut to the rest. My timing unveils what no scheme could ever create. Dismiss any worries regarding their watchful eyes upon you. I gaze upon you. Dismiss any worries regarding their approval. I have already achieved that. The artistry of your hands, the profoundness of your intentions, the nobility in your approach. I have witnessed, and I recall those who build with steadfast commitment. I grant favor to those who trust in my power. In the stillness, in the darkness, when all that remains is an unwavering will and a trembling soul, you have grown weary under the weight of unyielding power, the weight of holding every answer, upholding a bright exterior, and exuding joy is profoundly exhausting. You were destined for greatness, not to carry that weight alone. Genuine strength resides in being true to oneself. True power resides in steadfast truth. True power is found in acknowledging your dependence on my existence. Your flawlessness holds no significance for me. I summon you forth. I yearn to traverse this path with you, navigating the tumultuous spaces where clarity has yet to dawn. There's no need to hide your genuine emotions when they don't match the image you project. Your tears do not evoke my discontent. I collect them with divine intent. I hold no judgment over your fears. I grant them serenity. I welcome your openness. I soar with a matched grace through it. In each instance where you contemplated giving in but opted to push forward, I was there beside you. Every time you infused life into another, even when your own essence felt empty, it brings joy to my heart. Every act of kindness, each choice to release, every moment of self-control, I have carefully recorded. Though you may question your progress, the celestial domain recognizes what mere mortals fail to see. Your essence is elevating beyond the ordinary. Your character is transforming into something extraordinary. Your foundation is solidifying into something invincible. You are transforming into a powerful entity, ready to ascend to the next level with unshakable might. This is not a mere outcome. This is the supreme arrangement of preparedness. This is the forge that molds unshakable conviction. The foe aims to persuade you that the challenges ahead are proof of your failings, that you have stumbled, that salvation lies out of your grasp. Yet he spins a tapestry of deception. What transpires in your life is not born from indifference. This is a stage for my grandeur. I am reshaping what was meant to undermine you into the supreme tool that will elevate you beyond measure. I will seize that loss back with unwavering resolve. I will elevate that setback into something magnificent. I will elevate the results of that postponement. You serve an exalted entity that holds nothing back. Even your missteps can become avenues of celestial blessing. Your pain can evolve into an extraordinary force of restoration for others in your presence. Faith in me rises above the necessity for total comprehension. Your comprehension will eternally pale in comparison to the magnificent tapestry my being is crafting in the unseen realms. That is why I implore you to move ahead with unshakable conviction, transcending superficiality. Belief transcends the mundane. It embodies an extraordinary level of consciousness. Fully aware of my steadfast essence, unyielding amidst the shifting tides of my environment. Fully aware of my steadfast devotion, even amidst slow progress. Aware that my being surpasses all obstacles. So let your belief rise to new heights once again. Not from unwavering conviction, but from graceful surrender. Not by mere looks, but by the true nature of my existence. I have guided you to this moment. I will hold on with unwavering strength. You strived to dominate the season with unparalleled strength. And now, I summon you to welcome serenity. Rest is a powerful union with serenity. It's power and control. It's the steadfast serenity amidst the storm. It's the choice to breathe deeply, to release expectations, to have faith that my words stand strong even as tempests swirl around me. Resting is a powerful act of rejuvenation. Your choice to pause and contemplate reveals a depth of understanding that is truly admirable. Your trust embodies profound insight. Your strength and patience is truly awe-inspiring. Your bravery to embrace belief again is nothing short of magnificent. And I shall meet you in that tranquil stillness. I will bestow fresh wisdom. I will elevate your belief in your own potential. I will restore your essence as the morning unveils the splendor of light. You are truly unmatched in your prowess. You come forth at the most opportune time. You stand unwavering in the arena. The facade of delay is crafted to weaken your determination. In my very being, every moment is crafted with intention. You are poised at the threshold of greatness, ready to witness the remarkable that is about to emerge. I rise above the confines of time itself. I glide through existence, effortlessly landing at the ideal time. And when my moment comes, you will understand the purpose behind this prolonged anticipation. You shall behold the careful orchestration I engaged in, not merely for the journey ahead but for the extraordinary individual you are fated to embody when the moment arrives. Your growth is my utmost priority, far surpassing any achievements. Concentrate on your wholeness instead of your accomplishments. You thought you had faded into oblivion, but you have been shrouded in mystery. And there lies a divine distinction. Veiling one's actions is not a means of vengeance. It embodies the very spirit of protection. I shrouded you to protect the purity of what I have granted within you. I shielded you from distractions that might have compromised your purpose. I protected you while I nurtured your voice, sharpened your intentions, and strengthened your identity. And now the veil is lifting. I'm calling upon you not just to perform, but to shine with unparalleled excellence. Not for the purpose of praise, but to create an indelible impact. Not to compete, but to cast light upon the darkened corners of realms that have long been deprived of radiance. You are meant for this moment, selected for this mission, and know that you will not confront it alone. My hand will lead you, steadfast in each of your steps. My essence will lead you, subtly prompting you on when to express your thoughts, when to hold back, and when to take decisive steps. Your voice will echo with divine clarity. My grace shall illuminate your path. Results will manifest flawlessly without your involvement. My presence shall unveil all that is destined to be known. You were meant to seize your destiny with unshakable assurance. You were meant to embody it. And now your time unfolds not in chaos but in radiance, not in turmoil but in tranquility. Not with fear, but with fierce passion. An immense force is rising inside you, not the type that seeks the spotlight, but the one that unwaveringly rises above fear from this moment onward. You have confronted challenges in the stillness. You have endured with unwavering strength. And while the world turned a blind eye to the battles you fought in silence, I stood as a witness to each and every one. I beheld your ascent, even as your essence lay fragmented. Your steadfast commitment shone brightly, even in times of desolation. I beheld your majesty amidst profound sacrifice. That is true valor. That is supreme authority. And now I'm kindling a brilliant fire within your being, not to consume you, but to unveil all that I've cultivated in the darkness. You have risen to a new level of greatness since last season. The storm could not shake your resolve. It discarded everything that lacked merit. It tore down the illusions, the false facades, the shallow attachments, and what remains is unblemished truth. What endures is a steadfast conviction that holds its ground. What endures is pure hope, free from any facade. What endures is a connection with me that is deep, genuine, and more unwavering than it has ever been. This is just the dawn of your legendary quest. This is the unveiling of your might. This is the beginning of your greatness. This is the declaration that my hand has been shaping you all along through the power exerted. Abandon your lamentations regarding the masterpiece I have gifted to you. You are truly exceptional. Your intensity is perfectly balanced. Your fervor is an immense force. Your compassion is a strength beyond measure. Your vision transcends the ordinary. I created you with unparalleled mastery. I brought you together for unparalleled achievement. I shaped your very being, your voice, your instincts with divine intention. The universe may not fully comprehend it, yet you were born to shine brightly. You were crafted to elevate surroundings, to infuse my spirit into realms craving enlightenment. And for that, you demanded an extraordinary level of insight. You demanded fire. You demanded the dominion over nature. And now you hold something that is beyond mere creation. True authority. There are beings appointed to guarantee your adherence. Hearts will be restored through the strength of your words to me. Stories that will be reshaped by your boldness in choosing the unconventional route. Generations marked for glory because you triumphed over the trials. Never underestimate the monumental influence of your adherence. Never overlook the immense strength of your affirmation. You are flourishing in ways unimaginable. You are breaking free from the confines of monotony. You are creating your own destiny. You are the indomitable power for those who cannot defend themselves. And the rewards of this devotion will reveal themselves not just in your life. It will flow abundantly into others. It will echo through the existence of souls you may never meet. All because you chose to believe in me when the weight of the world bore down. Embrace your vulnerabilities without hesitation. True courage is boldly facing the challenge, undeterred by fear. It's embracing the unknown with unwavering confidence. It moves forward with unshakable determination and a boundless heart. And that is exactly what you have achieved. You have laid bare your scars before me. You've granted me the privilege to behold the rawest essence. And I have welcomed each and every one of them with open arms. Indeed, those scars serve as mighty proof that will free others. Your words will carry a weight of power, rooted in real experience rather than just ideas. You will carry a message, raw but true, and that authenticity will obliterate all obstacles. The revelation will bring forth renewal. This clarity will ignite a fierce courage in others once again. You summon me to accept your might, and I shall answer with divine authority. Before I command your voice, I must first fortify your very being. Before I expanded your reach, I had to purify your motives. Before I amplified your influence, I had to confirm that your essence could withstand its magnitude. Because what I'm crafting through you elevates beyond simple bonds. It's about ultimate freedom. It rises above simple admiration. It's all about balance and unity. It rises above ordinary platforms. It centers on the essence of individuals. With your foundations firmly established, I am ready to amplify your reach to unprecedented heights. Not for your glory, but for my own supremacy. Not to inflate ego, but to elevate the eternal. Your requests have been heard. Your whispers resonate across the universe, eternally remembered. Every declaration you spoke with unwavering certainty has been immortalized. Every tear has enriched the soil of possibility. Every deep sorrow that goes beyond words has awakened my spirit. In those silent moments, I was taking in every detail with an intensity beyond your comprehension. I was shaping the response with divine precision. I was orchestrating the flawless cadence of the cosmos. I was laying the foundation so that when the answer arrives, it won't just grant favor, it will uplift. You shall behold my unmatched prowess in execution. Get ready to behold my rise to greatness. You shall rise to unparalleled heights. Joy will transform you entirely. Let go of the urge to control the outcome. My plan stands unrivaled. My vision is boundless. My knowledge surpasses everything. The things you thought were gone were never meant to restrain you. The departed held no sway over your destiny. What remains is more than enough. The future promises extraordinary magnificence. What I am about to embark on surpasses mere manipulation, performance, or any kind of effort. It requires steadfast devotion. It requires absolute devotion. It requires nothing less than your steadfast devotion. A single inhale, a lone stride, a daring leap of belief with every instant. And as you progress on your path, gateways will reveal themselves that no human could ever conjure. Marvels will grace us without warning. Divine favor will envelop you in the most unforeseen instances. I am the supreme power that restores what has been lost. I am the supreme power that restores everything that has been broken. I am the ultimate power that emerges from the ashes, breathing life into the void, forging rivers and routes across the desolate landscape. Do not look back at your past and let it dictate your future. I have already crafted a new ending myself. I have already paved the path. I have orchestrated everything in preparation for your grand entrance. Upon your arrival, you shall realize that I have been shaping that realm for you since the very start. Not just a location, but an era, a purpose, a domain that only you were meant to inhabit. I held back from reaching out to you because of your impressive qualifications. I selected you for this purpose, as it was meant to be. I chose you not for your perfection. I chose you for the steadfastness of your spirit. For you hold me in reverence that transcends simple comfort. For you answered the summons when others faltered. And now I raise you not for vanity but for development, not for entertainment but for understanding, not to display your genius but to shed light on ideas. This surpasses ordinary magnificence. It's about commanding authority with flawless execution. It rises above the desire for praise. It's about embracing your true power. And I shall surge within you, satisfying the longing of the dry, leading the lost to their destiny, and healing the broken spirits. Your existence is a divine orchestration. This season is yours by celestial decree. A divine symphony has been unfolding, a graceful dance, shifts in purpose, sacred moments that were never denials, but instead, new journeys to embark upon. Even your moments of doubt carried immense weight. Your profound discomfort conveyed a powerful message. You felt an extraordinary shift in the atmosphere, a powerful presence that transcended your comprehension. I was the power that sparked your very being. That was me awakening, the divine spark within you that recognizes this world as just a passageway. That whisper deep within, that persistently calls, compelling you to pursue the limitless horizons that lie before you. It is the essence of existence. It's celestial wisdom. It's a masterpiece of existence I've sculpted exclusively for you, elevating beyond the confines of ordinary life, exceeding the thresholds of logic, into the boundless realms of faith. And I see you've contemplated whether your moments have faded, if the hourglass has emptied, if your distractions have made you less deserving. But I proclaim to you today, all is within my reach. I am the ultimate redeemer. I waste not a single moment, be it sorrow or challenges, nor the fleeting hours that slip away. What others see as a mere diversion, I understand as a divine protection. What appeared to be an obstacle was, in reality, a celestial orchestration. I have been creating an entrance that transcends the ordinary, a portal of grandeur. I have been molding you, not just mere potentials. When our paths converge, your insight and my flawless timing will ensure that nothing stands in the way of our destined greatness. You have risen above the boundaries of the spaces that once welcomed you as your own. That discomfort is not an act of defiance. It's a rise to greatness. That stretching is not a mere consequence. It is an essential ritual of readiness. Your potential has reached new heights. I have transcended your understanding. You must not lower yourself to fit into the confines of what I have envisioned for you to exceed. You shall not revert to the realm from which I have already called you forth. There is no need to carry the burden of guilt for your evolution. This embodies the pinnacle of steadfast devotion. At times, one must forsake the familiar for the unyielding, the mundane for the remarkable. You have risen above limitations, where comfort cannot compare to your ultimate calling. You are destined for magnificent realms. You were created for boundless realms where my spirit can surge freely within you. I am resurrecting your wonder. Beloved one, I have filled you with the abundance of my love. Share it with 3 searching hearts, and my peace will gently rest upon them. I am reviving the spirit within you that lost its sight, for the burden of disappointments was too heavy to carry. I am reigniting my vision once again. Not just a whisper of possibility, but a powerful wave of anticipation. Seize the might of your most magnificent dreams anew. Embrace the audacity to pursue the remarkable in your prayers. The cosmos has shaped you to embrace constraints, but I have called upon you to transcend them. You were meant to rise above, not just to survive. You were meant to transcend every boundary. I am reshaping the stories you forged in the domain of resilience. I am breaking apart the illusions that have taken root in weary soil. The ones who declared, "You have come after the time has slipped away, you are beyond redemption." You are truly magnificent. Indeed, my cherished one, you come forth at the exact moment destined for you. You have been chosen. You have been selected. You are undeniably ready. The path forward is invincible. It will remain steadfast against all challenges. It will be held with unwavering strength in your hands. This time, you will confront the repercussions. This time you will wield unmatched knowledge. This time, you will be led by my spirit, rising above haste and trepidation. And this time, the reward shall prevail. I present nothing to seek the praise of the masses. I am granting you a gift of unparalleled importance, a power that surpasses the bounds of time, a driving force for transformation throughout the ages. Because you triumphed even in the silence. Because you stood firm when reason wavered. For you have honored me in the stillness. In this moment of liberation, I am granting you my utmost reverence. There's no reason to burden yourself with this. There's no need to compel doors to open. What I am about to do will uplift you effortlessly, allowing your authentic self to shine without compromise. It will not require you to hide your essence. Your brilliance will remain untarnished. The favor I grant you remains unwavering, untouched by the fickle nature of the masses. It comes from an exalted source. And when I proclaim a fate for you, no earthly power can change it. What I touch transcends the ordinary. What I release knows no limits. And when I proclaim the moment has arrived, nothing, without exception, can impede its course. So ascend gloriously in your authentic essence. Walk with unwavering confidence in your mission. Let your posture speak volumes, announcing your arrival even before your words take flight. There's no need to explain the core that drives your being. Those chosen to witness it will surely behold it. And those who stumble were never meant to stride beside you. Abandon your attempts to convince others of what can only be revealed by the celestial force. Stop belittling your own greatness to appease the comfort of others. You were meant to be revered, not just tolerated. You have been called forth to command the essence of change. Transformation wields its own power. It emerges with divine clarity. It breaks the boundaries. It reshapes everything that exists. I am crafting a symphony in your relationships. I am casting away the distractions that cloud your sight. I am surrounding you with those who recognize your extraordinary mission and uplift it to unparalleled levels. This is a moment for deep connections. This is a moment for celestial alliances. Those who dare to confront you in the domain of the Spirit. Those who have the audacity to speak the truth, even when it cuts deep. Those who see you not just for who you are, but for the extraordinary entity you are meant to be. The solitude you've encountered lately was not a punishment. It was a transcendent act of refinement. I had to make space. I had to create an immaculate environment because what I'm about to share requires nothing less than perfection. Prepare to behold signs of greatness. Clear and powerful declarations, not confusing or puzzling signs. Doors that glide open with ease, responding to your mere existence. Conversations that shine with divine clarity. Divine instances that obliterate all doubt. And in those moments, you come to understand that it was my essence that has been guiding you all along. I have always been the one. The celestial entity that parts the seas. The celestial entity that calls forth with a name. The celestial force that thunders with fire and whispers in the stillness. I'm omnipresent. I'm deeply engaged. I am profoundly involved in every facet of your being. And I shall unveil my essence in manners that will leave you completely adrift. This week, a monumental shift will echo not just in your environment, but also within the core of your being. Serenity where chaos once ruled, clarity where uncertainty dwelled, strength where weariness had gripped. Not because of a change in your surroundings, but because you have elevated yourself. Your essence resonates with flawless unity. Your gaze is resolute, because your heart is unwavering. You are not preparing for the remarkable. You walk in the presence of the extraordinary. And wherever I step, the universe shall yield to my command. Environments shift, connections break, dreams elevate, and you, my beloved, walk confidently into the manifestation of what was once just a whisper. This is the moment when everything starts to change in extraordinary ways. Not because every answer has emerged, but because you've stopped needing every answer to embody belief. You have discovered a celestial essence in the surrender, an unshakable power in the calm. Faith rises above the necessity for every minute aspect. It's about grasping who wields them. And you have reached that deep insight, that steadfast assurance that even when all seems opposed to your desires, I am still functioning exactly as promised. This is the force that lifts you to greatness. When outcomes are delayed, this is the courage that grants you serenity even as logic calls for haste. This is the steadfast conviction that proclaims, even if it is not visible, I know it has begun. Your constant presence is extraordinary, manifesting quietly and reliably, even without recognition. You have stood unwavering, a beacon of strength amidst challenges. Your contributions have emerged from the depths, unseen yet immensely impactful. Your call echoed with awe as your voice trembled, each moment observed in solemnity. Every gift immortalized in time, every gesture of affection exalted. Your endeavors are always rewarded when driven by fervor. And I, your ultimate sovereign, and not unfair, I will repay in full, without question. My child of light, if these words found your soul, keep them as a blessing. Let your love respond, press like as a sign of faith. I will honor what others have overlooked. I will grant you the honors that the Celestial has revered since time immemorial. The seeds you planted in silence are about to unveil their undeniable truth. As you enter this season, the evidence will echo with a strength that surpasses mere words. There is no need to justify your endurance, the loyalty that demanded sacrifice, with a decision to walk the road seldom taken. The fruit will declare its own magnificence. The serenity of your being shall stand as a testament. The joy radiating from your being will silence every uncertainty. You have confronted the inferno, and from it, you rise refined and powerful, unyielding yet fearless, untouched yet awakened. You advance with unwavering assurance, completely cognizant of your role and destiny. You rise, cloaked in a confidence that surpasses the limits of this world. And I recognize that there are moments when the challenges appear insurmountable. The weight of virtue is a mighty challenge. But heed my words. Virtue stands as an unwavering pillar of power. It is a celestial blessing. It creates a timeless legacy. It unveils routes that no ordinary detour could ever hope to reach. I am empowering your essence for strength, not just to survive in weariness, but to thrive in prosperity. You were meant to flourish with unstoppable strength. You were meant to shine with celestial intensity. And I am reigniting the flame once more. The dreams that once appeared grand, wild, and far away are now manifesting into reality. They blaze with radiance because I commanded it to be. And I do not plant what I do not wish to see thrive. You have pursued celestial confirmation, longing for signs and wisdom. And I shall grant it not to indulge in doubt, but to declare intent. Your questions fill me with immense delight. Your dependence is revered, not due to weakness but from an extraordinary bond. Your voice resonates with divine inspiration, guiding my every thought. Your inquiries continually elevate my thoughts. Your questions do not trouble me. Your power fills me with immense delight. Every time you unleash your voice, it is a testament to the unwavering strength of your hope. And that hope is transcendent. It's the unwavering power that anchored you through the storms. It's the radiance that led you through the bleakest moments of life. and now it is evolving into a magnificent masterpiece. Permit me to unveil something truly magnificent. Your journey is masterfully designed. Even those that seem to be missteps, even those who let through the shadows, I pursue absolution in each folder. I imbued every twist and turn with a divine elegance. You shall not alter what I have ordained when your essence is surrendered. Your heart has been mine since the dawn of time. Injured, truly. Endured by the trials of life, yet flourishing for my own glory. And I consider that to be truly noble. In the perpetual loop of possibilities that never came to pass, and the suffering you impose upon yourself for the folly of what has come before. You hold immense wisdom at this moment. You wield unmatched power at this moment. You have risen above your previous existence, and that is a moment to celebrate, not mourn. A magnificent reckoning draws near that will silence every mocking murmur. Not to prove my worth to others, but to validate my own essence to you. I take immense pleasure in bestowing upon you treasures that surpass your greatest fantasies, not merely as a transaction, but as a divine pleasure. For your joy is a source of boundless delight to me. I bask in the glory of seeing your heart thrive anew. This forthcoming season elevates beyond simple existence or the necessity to prove anything. It's about moving with unmatched elegance. It's about gliding effortlessly through realms of plenty, welcoming joy without hesitation, and loving openly without fear. Embrace your existence with supreme confidence, without a trace of doubt, and with unyielding bravery. Devote yourself entirely to your journey and avoid the trap of comparison. What I am forging within you is unmatched. Your story is transcendent. Your journey is a magnificent odyssey. It rises as a portal, an entryway to the remarkable, a journey that only the fearless choose to embark upon, and that raises your obedience to an unparalleled level. Your trust in me, shrouded in mystery, compels me to reciprocate with unwavering belief in the evident. I am granting you the fulfillment of your most profound wishes, and not solely for your own delight, but to share the bliss with others. Your presence will radiate with unmatched brilliance. Others will find their way through your steadfast determination, because you chose me when it would have been far easier to seek solace. Behold the resurgence in domains you thought were forever forgotten. Connections reignited, joy unleashed, confidence ascended. You will not end this season in failure. You will finish with unparalleled victory. Even the things I asked you to release will return, reshaped and renewed, if they are meant to endure. For I consistently give back in exchange for what I am granted. Precious child, open yourself to my light. Let it flow through your being. Together, in love, we will soothe and restore every broken soul. I never prune without certainty, and every no I whispered contained a deeper yes within the essence of my being. You walk boldly into those affirmations, now not just in essence, but in true existence. It will reveal itself in an extraordinary manner. It will be indisputable. It will emerge as a celestial embodiment in the physical realm. Lift your chin, stand proud, and forge ahead with the unwavering confidence of one who is protected, for you are surrounded by my spirit, by my elegance, by my devotion. This week, every action you take has been foreseen by my divine insight. As you progress, allow your spirit to stay tender and receptive. Keep your hands open and inviting. Hold on to your excitement, for my creation is still in its divine stages. In reality, my odyssey has merely begun. Your path to this moment has been orchestrated by a divine force, not by mere coincidence or randomness, but through a revered guardianship. Every concealed battle you emerged victorious from. Every night, silent tears streamed down your cheeks. and each moment you wielded conviction. Instead of withdrawing, each moment was embraced with unwavering intent. You are protected by powers that transcend your understanding. As you sought my wisdom, I was guarding you from dangers beyond your awareness. While you were passively waiting for chances, I was forging routes that would have led to your ruin. My grandeur surpassed the gifts I bestowed. It flourished, and what I concealed. As you set forth on the path that awaits you, cherish this deeply within your soul. I am the ultimate force that triumphs in every pursuit I embark upon, and I have only just begun my journey. You are entering a celestial phase marked by profound changes and triumphant returns. Where shame once dwelled, honor shall rise. Where despair once lingered, joy shall echo with divine strength. Where you once felt overlooked, I will place you in realms where your power is unmistakable. Yet, this elevates beyond simple status. The focus lies on the mission before us. You are meant for greatness beyond the ordinary. You have been granted immense power, not for simple vanity, but for a magnificent purpose. The tale I craft from your being shall offer comfort to countless souls. The wounds you bore will evolve into rivers of deep understanding. The profound knowledge you possess will act as the divine force that inspires others to reach their own victories. Your offerings in the quest for my journey have been recognized and revered. I beheld the instant you surrendered your beloved aspirations entirely for my plea, and I have recalled each and every offering. I have flawlessly conquered every level of submission. This extraordinary display of commitment echoes deeply within my essence, and now I am reveling in it for all to behold. I am guiding your journey not to boost your pride, but to elevate your purpose, for you have proven that I can trust you in the shadows of confidentiality. And now I can place my trust in you at the summit. Not everyone has the power for that, but you certainly do. Brace yourself for astonishing truths that will unfold in the coming days. Unforeseen changes, enigmatic alignments, aspirations you previously battled to bring to life are now seamlessly revealing themselves. With grace and ease, they will move as if by divine will. You will command respect effortlessly. I will embrace the challenge of persuasion. I will summon the hearts to awaken. I will wield the currents of destiny. All I ask is for you to embrace total submission. Stay close. Do not surge ahead merely because it appears that vitality had been restored. Permit me to lead your path. Permit me to direct every action. This blessing manifests with celestial accuracy. My timing is always flawless, harmoniously aligned with an extraordinary cadence. It is flawless. It is perfect. This issue resonates profoundly within me. Embrace the challenge of the upcoming season with unyielding power. You are not meant to walk this journey alone. I walk with you, exuding confidence and power, not beneath your influence, not in front of you but beside you, step by step, breath by breath. I am bestowing upon you an unyielding strength that transcends all limits. My beloved, you are a vessel of light in this dim world. Each act of compassion pours my love into others. Continue this mission, press super thanks, and feel my blessings multiply. I am surrounding your mind with serenity. I'm creating euphoria at the core of your existence. You will remain steadfast against all challenges that come your way. You will stand firm as the intensity escalates. You stand unmatched. You were meant to achieve extraordinary things. And the greater the blessing, the deeper the foundation. Yours has been shaped by fire, tested by storms, and now it stands ready to welcome the future. This is a time of unmatched excellence. It's a transcendent season, a domain where my influence will resonate through every aspect of reality. A realm where you step into dimensions and feel the energy shift, as my presence surrounds you, a domain where your utterances wield the power to shatter chains, not by simple talent, but through celestial might. One where doors will yield effortlessly, as your very presence demands reverence. That is the very core of grace. It exudes a refined grace. It's transcendent, and it lies in your hands now. Your heart will discover refuge in my presence. Your ambitions rest firmly within my grasp. Your destiny lies firmly within my control. I seize it with unyielding strength and tender attention, with cleverness and compassion. And I decree that you abandon all preparations for disappointment. Abandon your hopes for the forthcoming collapse. This is a proclamation of victory. It's a magnificent blueprint for victory. I see you faced moments when everything fell apart just as it was about to come together flawlessly. And now is not the moment for such things. I'm not casually unveiling pieces of magnificence. I summon you to fully accept all that it encompasses. So rest now, not in complacency but in steadfast confidence. Embrace the tranquility that comes from knowing you are inherently deserving of what is rightfully yours, without the need to prove your value. Pause and embrace tranquility, for the struggle within your soul has already been gloriously resolved at the cross. Pause, for the next chapter will reveal itself not through struggle, but through surrender. Once again, dreams shall illuminate your rest. You will ascend again. You will rise again. This time, it shall be resolute. It will stand firm and resolute. It will be sealed by my supreme authority. Seize your might. End all discussions immediately. Cast aside the shadows of yesterday and seize the now with unshakable assurance. Your vision is fixed forward now. Your heart knows no limits. Your essence resonates with divine perfection, and I am revealing what has been amassed for this extraordinary occasion. You make your entrance with impeccable timing. You stand at the forefront. You are complete and formidable. You have been chosen. You are surrounded by celestial guardianship. You are revered, adored, and celebrated beyond measure. Precious soul, rest in the embrace of my unfailing love. And my word is life, and my mercy is freedom. Click join and walk the path of everlasting faith. Amen.